Okay, hello! How is everyone today? I hope that you're all doing well. Schwenkman, thank you for the hydrate. I almost had my water before I came on screen, but I was like, you know what? No. I need to prove that I did it. So I did it. But how are you? How's everyone doing today? I hope that you're having a good week so far. I'm having one of those weeks where I like simultaneously can't believe that it's already Wednesday, but also like it's only Wednesday. Like really? So that's how we're doing. But only two more days. Then it's the weekend again. And I don't think that I have anything to do this weekend. So we're going to the weekend. It's been kind of like a busy week at work, which I completely expected. Doing all right. I'm really glad to hear that. Yeah, it's kind of like a busy time at work right now because our fiscal year ends on Monday, on June 30th. And so everyone's kind of like trying to figure out with everyone else, like trying to make sure that all the ducks are in a row and that everything's good with all of the accounts that we're dealing with, because I have a lot to do with finance. And so that's been a lot of fun. Everyone's trying to figure out why things haven't been moved or should be moved or whatever. Hello! Do you want to come and say hi? Yeah? That was a big meow. What do you want? Yeah? See, Kyoko, she knows that on the days that I don't work from the office, like I'm here, but I'm not really here because I'm still working, so I can't actually give her the attention that she wants. And so now that work is over, she's like, why are you not hanging out with me? Why do you not love me? Why are you abandoning me? So, plus she sleeps like all day. So this is the point where she's starting to be like, why aren't you playing with me? This is your slow time? Really? Man, I wish. Yeah, for the next like 3 weeks or so, I am fully expecting for things to just be like, hopefully not super off the rails. Hopefully we'll have figured out enough that the end of the fiscal year and the beginning of the next fiscal year doesn't go too poorly, but like, oh man, you never know. You never know. Oh yeah, Kyoko's going for her toys. She's gonna bring it over to me. She's probably gonna start clawing on my leg too, which is gonna be fun. But you know what? We have a trial to finish, so we should probably do that. Oh, this should be fun. I think that we ended at the intermission last time, so this should be fun. We're gonna finish the trial tonight, and then if it doesn't take too long, maybe we'll start chapter 4 as well. No promises on that because it kind of depends on how long it takes to finish the trial, but I'm hoping that we can at least like watch a couple of the first cutscenes in chapter 4. See where things go from there. I wonder what the intermission is going to be this time. Hello.
Well now.
Oh, okay, I keep on forgetting that the intermissions aren't actually voiced. Okay, hold on. I can do this. Looks like we've reached our intermission segment, which means it's time for our Guess the Victim Quiz! A victim quiz, not a culprit quiz. The only victims are the people who are still watching this drawn-out, boring crap. Why are you being such a downer all of a sudden?
It's okay.
I'm sure everyone is happy. How do you know? They could be skipping this entire conversation for all you know. I mean, I could. That is an option that I do have, but I'm not going to. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. I'm the real victim here. Me! Why are you getting upset? If anything, I'm the real victim. I gotta put up with all this nonsense all the time.
Absolutely right!
That's the right answer, Monodam. Why? He hasn't said anything. Some do, I'm sure. And, you know, I can't say that I haven't thought about it, but I'm like, you know what? No. We can, it's our first playthrough. We can afford to go through all of the conversations. Much as I'm not really a fan of the Monocubs, I'm like, no, it's part of the experience.
Hey,
Exactly, because there are no victims. Yep, even if you're killed in this killing game, you're a winner. Because then everyone mourns you and you get tons of posthumous popularity.
Daddy!
You don't need to reveal these kind of behind-the-scenes details. Okay, but like, I don't actually care more about Angie and Tenko than I did while they were alive.
All right!
Dying makes you more popular, then we gotta die soon too, Monotaro. You just might. Good talk, guys. Good talk. All right, let's get into it, Shuichi. You're not Shuichi.
Ooh, this is my impression of a spooky, scary ghost.
You know, if you skip the intermission conversation, I feel like this line here makes absolutely no sense.
Ah! I'm fine with real ghosts, but impressions of them are too scary!
Logic does not compute.
Huh? Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Oh no, we're all turning against Monodan.
You know what else is scary? Sweet buns. Yep, tasty, tasty sweet buns. So round, so sweet, so delicious.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't sound scary at all.
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
Huh? Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Anyway. Oh yeah, everyone's suspecting Himiko right now. I forgot about that because I was sitting over here like, Himiko didn't do it. And I know exactly how to prove. Or at least, I'm pretty sure that I know what the next evidence that we're going to have to present is going to be.
Answer us, Himiko.
Yeah, shut up. You did it. I don't know if you killed Tenko or Angie or both, but you did it.
You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not? Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
No.
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
Wait, must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit.
Gonta, you are so correct.
Then she needs to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
Well, I mean, not necessarily. I have the evidence that I need to kind of like prove that it doesn't have to be Himiko.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
Are you even listening?
That's a really good question, Maki. I do not know.
No, I'm not listening.
Oh. What?
I don't care anymore. I'm too tired. Angie died. Tenko died. Why did I have to survive? And now, you're all saying I killed them?
I don't think so.
I just don't care anymore.
Himiko.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
I would recommend not doing that.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
What are you gonna do about it, Kokichi?
That's not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
I'm pretty sure that that's exactly what she just told us.
Himiko, don't give up.
Don't you understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this trial! Just shut up. I told you, I'm too tired. It's all just a big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
What are you talking about? If you give up here...
You needn't worry. Himiko was the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
Yeah, okay.
Impossible! Himiko would never kill Tenko!
True.
Himiko not that kind of person. Gonta can tell by Himiko's face.
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime.
Not how I would have said it, but okay, Maki.
I also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
That does seem like rather a pointless quest.
Shuichi, are you gonna say something here? Like, I know exactly what to say here. You just gotta give me an opportunity to go for it.
We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth. So no give up, Himiko!
Himiko, I know how you feel. I felt the same way after Kaede died. But we can't give up. We survived. We can't give up, for the sake of everyone who died. I hope Maki never has to defend me. Oh my god, for real. She would do a much better job at roasting me than she would at actually defending me. But you know, at least she's trying? Maybe? Sort of? Okay, yes, finally. Okay, give me the truth bullet I want. There it is.
Performing the seance.
You're the one I want.
Was Himiko's decision, was it not?
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
No.
Of the 3 empty rooms, why did you select the middle room, Himiko? Because you laid your trap there?
No.
Was Trap only in that room?
Oh, Gonta?
Other rooms may be trapped too.
Yes. I missed. Fuck.
Yeah, even
No.
if Himiko picked the room,
Okay, that's the one that I want, though.
someone else could have set that trap.
Your opinions are empty words.
Yeah, sure. Whatever, Kyo. It's okay, Shuichi. I know exactly what I need to say here. I just have awful aim, okay? Okay? If the culprit's plan were to make Himiko a suspect, then they might have made the same trap in other rooms as well. Okay, Shuichi, it's okay. I know. There must be some evidence that supports that idea.
Performing the seance.
Okay, anyway. Hi, Kev. How are you? It's good to see you. Dang it, Grandpa. Dang it, Michaela. Can't fucking aim. How are you? How's your week going?
Trapped there.
Okay, hold on. Gonzo, where are you? There you are.
Other rooms may be trapped too.
Okay, come on. There we go.
I agree.
I agree. We got there in the end.
It's just like Gonta said. Each room was the same.
I feel like the
all
final
trapped.
boss, the final boss for this game, for me, it's not Junko, it's not the ultimate despair, it's not like anything, it is aiming. My final boss for this game is always myself and my lack of fine motor skills. Every time. Hi Oz, how are you? It's great to see you. How's your week going? Hold on. There we go.
What? Is that true?
Yes, it is. Kokichi, tell everyone. Or maybe we will, because I'm not sure if Kokichi's actually going to say anything, but Shuichi, tell them all. We can just go good. Internet is shoddy because of the weather is bad here. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people have been saying, well, there's a lot of different... There's the heat wave that's going around everywhere, and then it's storming a bunch of places too. So man, I'm sorry that the weather's awful though. And thank you, Oz. I'm really glad to hear that you're doing well. I'm doing all right, you know. I got off of work a little bit ago. Wednesdays are when I work from home, so I was able to just get off of work and get onto stream, which is great. Got severe thunderstorms here? Ooh. Yeah, we haven't had any crazy storms here yet. They usually do happen every now and then, in the summer. But we haven't had anything too crazy yet. But I hope that everything's going all right, and I hope that you keep your power and that you stay safe and all that.
Kokichi will tell you.
Get him, Shuichi. Get him. Kokichi, tell us. Fucking hell. Shuichi, tell them.
I was way too careless. Wait, what are you talking about?
I guess there was no crossbeat supporting this floorboard, so I kind of stepped through. What bad luck. Anyway.
While you were in the room next to the crime scene, you found a loose floorboard, right?
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
Close enough.
What? Hold on! There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
That's what I'm saying, Tsumugi!
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
Which really proves that Himiko didn't do it, if you ask me.
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
There you go, Maki. There, we got the wheels spinning.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
Okay, Kaito's caught up. We're all gonna be fine now, fam. Kaito's caught up. Yeah. Look surprised. I know you did it.
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
Yeah, whatever.
Especially you!
No, it was his trap. Mew, no, it was his trap.
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
Well, I feel like Kyo's gonna say, actually, there is.
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
Oh, is Shuichi gonna have like an uplifted, like he's gonna have a little pep talk moment? Oh, Shuichi, keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else, please.
Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right?
Oh, look at his little smile. Look at his little smile. Oh.
If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory. We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead. This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well.
We're just casually not showing Runtaro. It's okay, Runtaro. I cared about you. Unless I missed it.
We can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
You're right. Yeah, that's right. If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
That's right, Himiko.
That's right. So let's do our best.
Thanks, Gota.
Alright, I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore.
Holy shit, did Himiko just speedrun character development?
I won't give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive.
I think that she did. She just speedran character development. Okay. Welcome to the game, Himiko. All right. I love how they killed Tenko 3 seconds after she became a good character. Yeah, Tenko was never one of my favorite characters, but she also wasn't one of my least favorite characters. But I did really, really enjoy that moment that she had that we just had the flashback to, where she said, like, you know, we gotta live and keep moving forward, and her being like, her wanting to be the medium for the seance because she knew that Himiko wanted to talk to Angie again. Like, that was a really good moment for her, that whole thing. And then she immediately died, like you said. But those last couple of scenes that Tenko was in were really solid scenes for her. Go Himiko? Yeah, go Himiko, you know?
Do not say everyone. After all, the Blackened is still among us.
Kibo, you ruined the vibe. We were having a moment, Kibo. Come on, man.
Jeez, there you go. Killing the mood like usual.
You know, I don't usually agree with Kaito, but I agree with Kaito. So close to getting Himiko killed. Yeah, you know, Himiko also isn't really, like, one of my favorite characters, but, like, also, you know, I didn't hate her either. But does, mostly because she doesn't really do much.
But damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect from my soul bro.
Oh my god, we have a soul bro again. Kazuichi. Kazuichi is back. Okay, I will say though that I like Kaito a whole lot more than I liked Kazuichi, so... So we're doing good. Also, thank you for pinning that cow.
Your soul, bro?
Just go with it, Shuichi.
Well, anyway, do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Great question, Maki.
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards, isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
Well, not really, because... Hold on. I know that I have a picture here somewhere. It's... In all of these truth bullets, there's gotta be something. Maybe the... Oh. Yeah, so like... Honestly, that floorboard... Because, so this is what I'm thinking. I feel like the floorboard could have lined up, like, perfectly with the magic circle, which is another reason that I think that Kyo did it, because Kyo was the one who knew how to draw the magic circle and would have, like, drawn it... He could have drawn it wherever he wanted, you know? Like, in any direction that he felt so inclined. So I feel like anyone could have stepped on it. Well, but then why didn't they step on it when they were putting the... I don't know. We're still crafting this theory.
Ah, that is a good point.
It must have been barrier magic.
You know, Himiko, I don't think that's quite what we're going for, but thank you for your contribution.
Well, that's one possibility, but I think it might have been something else.
Like what, Tsumugi? Why did no one step on the floorboard until it was used for the murder? That's it! That must be the reason. Is it the circle? Is it the... Oh, hold on. Where...
This is it!
This is it! Aha!
It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime.
Yeah. Yeah. But then... I don't think that anything was messed up when we turned the lights back on. So I'm not really quite sure about that one.
Before we began the seance, we were warned not to step on the circle.
By the fucking murderer, Kyo. I know it was you.
The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why no one stepped on it.
So the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trick.
Yeah.
That was part of the culprit's plans too?
Well, yeah. I mean, it makes sense if you think about who the culprit is, Kaito. That's right. If that's the case, then the culprit... There's no doubt in my mind. They're the one who killed Teiko. Only one person had the opportunity and the motive. Wait. Motive? Okay, see, this is the thing about Danganronpa. I am so bad at figuring out the motive. Figuring out who did it? Yeah, I can do that. Figuring out why they did it? Who fucking knows? That is beyond me. Okay, where are you? There you are.
It has to be you!
It has to be you!
Kyo. Was it you?
No, don't frame it like a question. You know that it was him.
Whatever are you talking about?
Oh, his voice changed. His voice changed. It usually has more of like a kind of slightly higher quality to it, where he's just kind of, it sounds a little bit like more, carefree isn't exactly the right word, but like more unconcerned, you know? He's just like, oh yes, yeah, I suppose. Yeah. But no, his voice like dropped a little bit. I'm onto you.
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
Kyo?
Kyo.
Why do you suspect me?
Do you want a list?
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle.
Yeah.
The circle kept us from discovering the seesaw trick. But that's not all it was for. In order to make the murder succeed, variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage needed to be defined.
So true, Shuichi.
And those variables were defined by using the magic circle.
See, I'm just... Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah. Okay, this picture is really important to me. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. So, if the missing cross piece was on the other side from Tenko, then it was over. Oh, how the fuck would Kyo get over there? Hold on. Huh.
In short, the circle itself was the most important tool in this murder. Knowing that, the person who drew the magic circle has to be the culprit.
I agree, but now I'm trying to figure out how on earth he actually stepped on the floorboard.
Well, Kyo?
Answer already! Did you do it?
Man, Himiko's really in it now. Oh my god, we broke Kyo, y'all! You're playing Reload and you're in late July in 18 hours. See, I actually also started a New Game Plus in Reload. It was like a year ago and I never actually finished it because I moved. But yeah, like, the amount that you can just fly through is crazy. It's so much.
What is so funny?
I was just thinking. So this is how each Blackened must have felt. What an intriguing experience this is.
Are you, like, admitting it?
What? An intriguing experience?
But if I am the culprit as you claim, then I stomped on the floorboard, yes?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that one out. Not gonna lie.
So, do tell.
Not sure.
How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
That is such a good question. Shuichi, you got this one?
See, that is problem.
Yeah, it is problem. Gonta. Hi, Fleur. Thank you so much for being here. Man, Twitch notifications sure are something else, aren't they? But also, drive home safe from the store. We're working on that theory, Kyo. Yeah, exactly, Kev. It's a work in progress. Hopefully Shuichi comes up with something because, I don't know. I don't know.
Unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that I can prove it beyond all reasonable doubt, like, without using that. But this isn't Ace Attorney. This is Danganronpa, so the rules are a little different.
How can you be so calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
Well, he doesn't feel like he's being backed into a corner, you see. You only knew I was live because you got my live notification. I have live notifications in your Discord server? Really? That is news to me. But yeah, Twitch notifications are wild. It's kind of like that thing where, like, sometimes you'll just get unfollowed from people and you didn't do anything. That's happened to me before. You did? Well, that's so nice. Thank you.
I will explain that in due time. Please answer my question first.
I feel like we should have the right to demand that Kyo answers first, actually. The culprit stepped on that exact floorboard, even in the darkness. Oh, you have them for most of the VIPs in your channel. That's a really cool thing to do in your Discord. How did they move around in total darkness? I don't know. I don't know. Kyo's voice is so creepy. You know, Oz, I agree with you. I agree with you. And that's probably why I like it. Because I think it fits his whole vibe, you know? Like, he's the creepy one. He always has been. And so his voice really matches that. In a room that dark, it's hard to imagine the culprit found the right board. That's what I'm saying, man. Although even after I put out the candle, I could move along the wall with my hand.
Wait a minute. Maybe...
How long was the floorboard?
Did you figure it out?
I don't know. Maybe Shuichi did? That's it. The culprit didn't even have to see it all. They used a sixth sense. Clearly it was a sixth sense. Well, it wasn't hearing. It had to have been touch, but I think that sixth sense is the objectively funniest answer.
That's it.
Because if anyone would be able to use a sixth sense,
touch. They didn't see. They felt.
It would be Kyo, I think.
That way they could get around in the dark, like how I got to the candle.
And how we got to the candle, Kokichi. We were there too.
Wasn't Seesaw in middle of room? Gonta doesn't think it was near wall.
That's kind of what I'm thinking too, Gonta.
So they probably used something besides the wall to move then, right?
Was there anything there?
Were there any other markers within reach?
Mew, thank you for asking the question that I am thinking, because, like, I don't know.
Of course, the answer to that is there was nothing of the sort.
Oh. No, I'm sure there was something. A landmark they could have used to determine where the floorboard was. But, like, in the dark? It must have been at the scene. I know it. Well, the only thing... Shuichi, the only things that were at the scene were, like... the wall, the candles... Are you talking about the fucking salt? Like, how would you... Don't do Hangman's Gambit right now, I swear to God. No! No! Okay, hold on. I saw a lot of M's. Hold on, how many letters? I saw a lot of M's. Just tell me if I'm right. Is it Magic Circle? So I'm thinking it might be, even though I don't know how. Okay, it is Magic. Okay, so I was right. Thank you. V3 minigames are so painful. I still stand by what I said, that the Hangman's Gambit for V3 is less painful than the Hangman's Gambit in Danganronpa 2, because oh my god. The Hangman's Gambit in Danganronpa 2 was like the most awful thing. I hated it so much. I do miss Snowboard Kids. I know that like Psyche Taxi isn't really that bad, or it would be better if I wasn't such an objectively awful driver. In video games, I am a great driver in person. It would be better if I was better at like racing games, but man, I miss Snowboard Kids. Partially because I was able to it fit the vibe better for me to sing the City Escape song from Sonic Adventure Battle 2. Rolling around at the speed of sound. It fit the vibe better with Snowboard Kids. I can't actually remember what it was called. I just called it Snowboard Kids. But that wasn't the name of the actual minigame. Sixth Sense? Schwankman. I would believe you, is the thing. If anyone could do that, it would be Kyo. I'm telling you. You loved it in 1. You know, the thing is, it's been so long since I've played 1. 2 was, even though I loved 1, and some of my favorite characters in Danganronpa come from the first game, Makoto Naegi, I love you and miss you every day. The game itself and the mechanics of the game were the least memorable to me. The taxi is so bad. I'm just such a bad driver, Oz, when it comes to racing games. Like, I'm so bad at it. It's awful. Stream of Diddy Kong Racing soon? Oh my god. I would get annihilated by literally everyone. Like, all of the NPCs. would murder me. Especially because you can like be a plane in that game. I was even worse when we were flying. We were even worse. It was so bad. Because I did have Diddy Kong Racing when I was growing up. We still have it at my parents' house because we have an N64 there. And so I do actually have Diddy Kong Racing. And I'm just as bad at it as you would think. I was off on the hovercraft. Yeah. Hold on, where's the C's? There's a C. Wait, hold on. I need another C. Where are the I's? Ah, I. I need an R. R? R? R. No. R? R! I am pirate. C? Someone give me another C? Oh, there's a C. Where is... do we have an L? Fine, give me an L. Please? Por favor. Ah, there it is. E. I need another E. There you are. Aha!
I see now.
I see now. You got this, Shuichi. You also hate the katana thing. It's so hard in V3. Oh my God.
Magic circle.
I hated the rebuttal showdown. I hated the rebuttal showdown in Danganronpa 2, and I hate it so much in this game because you have to figure out like where to cut the statements, and you have to figure out like which truth blade to use. It's so much happening at the same time. Also, hi Mel. That seems to be a running thing here. A lot of people, I guess, didn't get notifications tonight, so I don't know if it's like a Twitch thing or what. But thank you so much for giving Mel a shout out, Kev. How are you? How's your week going?
Remember? The magic circle was drawn with salt.
But like... Shuichi, I don't get it.
The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
Did they kneel down and use their fingers? Like...
I see. So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
So then how did he not mess up the circle? Twitch shadow banning you? Very rude of them, TBH. And then Schwankman here, Schwankman is the chosen one. Schwankman's the chosen one who got the Twitch notification. Congratulations. I'm glad that someone did.
Oh, I see. You drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
Did the book say that it had to be drawn in salt specifically?
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
Explain? What?
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
Bro, I'm sure that no one knows the answer to that besides you. I mean, we looked at it, but do you really expect us to remember?
Based on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
Yes.
So what?
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of the room, yes?
Uh-huh.
The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it, yes?
You could have followed the wall to the middle of the room and then, like, gone across the magic circle from there. Next question. That is the flimsiest argument that you have given so far, Kyo.
But you're talking about the magic circle in the document. That doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
Okay. Let's have a little bit of a geometry lesson, shall we? Even if these, like, edges of a circle matched up with the, like, edges of the wall, matched up with the walls, it would not have reached the corners because that is how a circle works. Himiko. Geometry lesson time. You want to have Kyo laugh? Kyo has a really great laugh.
No, I most definitely drew it exactly the same.
I have it perfectly memorized.
Okay, but like, how can we like prove that?
So which is it?
Oh,
Is there any way to check?
no.
Not anymore. The magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
True. I see. Another piece of the puzzle. Drawing the circle with salt all but guaranteed it would be temporary. The investigation itself would have gotten rid of the evidence. Clever.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
Sure?
What a pain. We don't have any way to check it now.
Oh, poor Kibo.
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please?
Sure.
Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Kokichi, shut the fuck up. Like, with all of the love in my heart, shut the fuck up.
Hey, may I have your attention?
Kibo, I swear to God, just speak over him.
Oh, I said cut that out! It's too bright!
I apologize. I just wanted everyone to listen to me.
About what?
I had Mew add another function to my body, in addition to the flashlight.
What the? No way! Did you really?
Mew, what the fuck did you do?
Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that purpose!
Please, let me use it. With it, I might be able to save everyone.
Alright, so what is this function?
Do we want to know?
It's an image recording function.
Mew, why? No, I don't want the answer to that question. I'm gonna shut the. I'm just gonna shut up. I don't want the answer to that question. Keep yapping, Kokichi. I'll allow it. He entertains me. You know, here's the thing. He entertains me too, and so that's why I say with all the love in my heart, you know, because Kokichi really has, like, over the past couple of chapters, gone up in the like my rankings of characters. He's up there. He's up there right with Shuichi right now. Like, those two are at the top. So, and it kind of depends on the day which one is my favorite character. It's either Shuichi or Kokichi. It just kind of depends on the moment. You punk Kokichi like a football. He deserves it. I will freely admit that. He deserves it.
Image recording?
Specifically, this function allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory.
Okay.
I'll give it a try.
Okay. Oh, are you gonna give us some new evidence?
Ready?
Sure. Don't look at me like that. Hold on, I need a screenshot of that for no reason. Kibo, what the fuck? Shuichi's the best protagonist and character, your first Shuichi supremacy. See, the protagonist is usually either my first or second favorite character in the Danganronpa games. Like, Makoto Naegi, still my favorite character in all of Danganronpa. I love him, he is my kid. But like, and then Hajime, second favorite character, right after Nagito. Shuichi's so good. I love him. Out of the mouth, hi Robbie, how are you? Also, yeah, I know, right? Like, that wasn't what I was expecting. He's like one of those, oh, I can't remember what the type of camera is, but it's, you know, the one where you take a picture and then it immediately, like, develops the film right there. I can't remember what the camera's called off the top of my head, but that's what he is. Polaroid, Fleur, thank you so much. I don't know if we ever talked about Kibo, Michaela, but I hate how his name is Hope. Really? He looks just like Robot Naegi. Kibo is actually just if Makoto Naegi was a robot. There's a Makoto in every game, you know? I mean, like, Nagito had Bryce Papenbrook as the voice actor, so Okay, also, taking a hard left because my attention, I just diverted my own attention because I talked about Bryce Papenbrook. I was telling Mel about this a little bit earlier this week. So guys, I started playing Tales of Grace's F off stream earlier this week. Guys, the main character is voiced by Bryce Papenbrook. So I hear this man talk and I'm just like, is that Makoto fucking Naegi? And it is. So he's following me everywhere. Bryce Papenbrook, I cannot get away from him. Right, I told you that too, Fleur. I was just like, what the fuck? Where?
Your mouth?
Kaito, that's what I'm thinking.
I also used magic like that before.
Himiko, what?
This prints out as my memory of being kicked out of the seance.
Oh, Kibo, are you going to give us more evidence?
Please confirm that the floor of the empty room is clearly visible. Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
A reminder of him? Always.
Okay, got it.
Oh my god, Hi Kana, how are you? It's good to see you. How's your week going? I reluctantly took the paper from Kibo's mouth. Also, if you aren't following Kana, go follow Kana. Why aren't you following Kana? You should all do it. Okay, let me see this. Let me see this. Hold on, we gotta... Is there... Wait... I almost died. It's fine. Okay. It's been so hot, but I've been good. I had friends visiting. I'm so glad that having your friends visit went so well. Oh man, I'm so happy that you were able to see them and that you were able to have a good time with them. And I'm so happy for you. Thank you for not dying. I know, right? Oh man. Oh, hi, Crispy. Audio only. Lurk for like 40 to 60 minutes. Thank you so much for being here. It's always great to see you, audio or otherwise. Please don't die. I will do my very best just for you. We got this. I will survive. This murder trial isn't for me, so I'm not allowed to die. I like having you here. I like having you here. Thank you.
Well, Shuichi? Do you notice anything?
No. No, I don't actually. I'm sorry. Hold on. Can I look at the book? I need to look at the book. Where is the book? Oh, that is too... Wait. Do you notice anything? No, I don't, Kibo. I'm so sorry. Notice anything? No. Oh no, I only have 30 seconds. Oh, I think I know what they want. I think I know what they want from me.
There!
Because we were saying that we couldn't follow it from...
Without you.
We were saying that we couldn't follow the line to the circle because it didn't reach the corner, but that line would have reached the corner. Okay. Okay, we're back in it. I figured it out.
I never would have seen through Kyo's lie.
My lie.
Your lie!
You just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears in the document.
Oh, was it not? I was like staring at the picture, and apparently I just completely missed that. Anyway. Oh yeah. Would you look at that? Thanks, Kyo.
But that's a lie, isn't it?
That's a lie!
The magic circle at the seam had lines that stretched to the room's corners.
Oh, and he did lines all the way to the corners and all 4 of the corners. Probably, one, for consistency, so no one would question it, but also probably to like, so that no matter which corner of the room he ended up in, he would have been able to follow one to the circle. I see you, Kyo. No, that's wrong! Makoto, I miss you.
Which means that you would be able to find a floorboard from anywhere in the room.
Well, from any corner of the room.
So it was different from the document after all.
Yeah.
All because Himiko noticed. And because of Kibo, too.
Himiko noticed?
Hey, where's my thanks? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
Thanks, Miu.
Hey, yeah, what was it you were saying about its purpose?
Kaito, we don't want to know. We don't want to know. I promise you that we probably do not want to know. So, like, just shut up.
Oh, to be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health.
Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird.
Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds.
Okay.
You're what? Why?
I don't think we need to know, Tsumugi.
Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health and gut bacteria quality.
Okay.
Plus, taking a satisfying shit does wonders for a woman's natural beauty, so...
Close enough. Welcome back, Nekomaru, Danganronpa 2. Okay. Yeah, different kind of weird from what I was expecting. Me too, Robbie. Me too.
See? You're all grossed out! This is why I didn't want to tell you about my plan! Quit talking about your poop. No one cares.
Yeah, you never know what to expect with her. Like, what are you going to get? I mean, the one thing that I do know to expect is that it's never going to be normal with her, you know? Like, it's never going to be normal with her.
Kyo, you killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up and admit it already.
I don't know if he will.
So, Kyo, if you have any objections, you can...
Your deductions are fiction.
I could, like, feel that was coming.
Well, since you've given me the option, I will most certainly object.
Damn it! Okay, Shuichi, I know that, like, legally we gotta give them the opportunity to object and, like, stick up for themselves, but also, like, gameplay-wise, did you have to? Ah.
To be honest, it's unimportant, but it may be an amusing diversion.
Okay. Unimportant?
Now I shall bear witness to your ability, Shuichi. Do entertain me.
I know why he's gonna say that it's unimportant. Well, at least I know why I think he's going to say that it's unimportant. This trial isn't about finding Tenko's killer. This trial is about finding Angie's killer. So unless Kyo killed Angie, it matters for finding the truth. And it matters for closure. But, like, in terms of finding the Blacken, this part does not matter. Also, yeah, it's the katana thing. Fuck! Okay. I always forget, like, every single trial, I forget how to do these things.
If you are going to claim I am the culprit, then what of the murder weapon?
I don't know.
It was set up in the cage. The only people capable of that are Kokichi and Shuichi, who carried the cage. So suspicion should fall on them.
Rude.
True, we could have placed the sickle there, but we could not have removed it later.
Oh, I think this is gonna be the sheet. Hold on. Shuichi, let me change the truth bullet while you're fucking talking, please.
The only person who could have collected the sickle is Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to
fuck.
touch the sickle. So simply put, I am not the killer.
Okay.
The only person who could have collected the sickle was Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity
No!
to touch the
Oh my god!
So simply put, I am not the killer. The only person who could have collected the sickle was Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
I'll cut through your words!
I got you this time, you little bitch.
The only person who could have set up the sickle and retrieved it afterward is Kyo.
Yes.
That was done by covering the cage with a white cloth.
Yeah, we've already been over this. Like,
You could have
we
secretly
knew that.
placed the sickle when you draped the cloth.
Yeah.
And retrieved it afterward when you removed the cloth.
Exactly.
Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful! That's exactly correct.
Oh, okay, so now you're gonna, like, give it up and say, yeah, I killed Tenko, but it doesn't fucking matter because we're talking about Angie's killer right now. What?
It's correct. Then why don't you give up already?
Guys, think! We're here to talk about Angie's killer. He doesn't care if he gets uncovered as Tenko's killer. I don't know who made this minigame, but he's an idiot or just sadistic. I have problems with that minigame. But again, a lot of it is like my lack of fine motor skills and my inability to like do it correctly. So, you know.
The trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now. Alas.
So, it was you? You killed Tenko?
Yeah.
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me.
Oh.
Himiko, you must hate me so very much.
I like the shadow that's like falling over his eyes with the hat.
Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma. But unfortunately for you, that won't happen. Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including myself, will die.
Not so sure about that. Haven't figured that part out yet, but also, I'm gonna think about it while ads are rolling, because those are gonna run in just a second, so I'm gonna let those run real quick, and then we'll come back and figure out who killed Angie. Was it Kyo or someone else? We'll find out. Okay, looks like ads are over. Thank you very much for your patience if you had to deal with them. I appreciate it. On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, now we'll find out, was Kyo the killer for both of them? Or was he only the killer for Tenko? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I know the Cubs are bobbing around in the background. They're just trying to give you something to look at, you know? Like, keeping you interested. Thank you for the welcome back, Fleur.
What you talking about, Kyo?
What you talking about?
You still don't understand?
I do.
I killed Tenko. That is the truth. But it is meaningless in this class trial.
True.
Meaningless?
Not meaningless in, like, the grand scheme of things, but meaningless in this trial? Yeah, unfortunately, yes. Also, I'm glad that you got home safe, Fleur. I hope you've had a good day.
You mean Monokuma's extra rule, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see, I killed Tenko, but not Angie.
But, like, did you, though? I feel like it's still possible that Kyo did.
For us, Tenko's death is nothing but a trivial issue.
Although I absolutely think that it would be fascinating if it turns out that someone else did kill Angie, and then we go into the next chapter knowing that someone among us has already killed one of our classmates, and we just have to live with it. That would be fascinating. Like, that would be a really cool way to proceed, actually. I'm not sure if I think it's going to happen, because I still think that it's absolutely possible that Kyo killed Angie too, but it would be so interesting if he didn't, and we just have to go into chapter 4, like, grappling with that.
Because the blackened in this trial is the culprit who killed Angie.
Very true.
Trivial issue? No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
I think that's possible.
That is simply not possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's lab.
Wait, hold on. Gotta look at something real quick. Small amount of blood that was on the ground under the floor of the room the seance was held in. It was quite far from where Tenko's blood was dripping. What if Angie wasn't killed in her lab? What if she was killed in there? In that room? It's possible.
Oh, only student council members and Kokichi could enter research lab.
While Angie was left.
How could I have possibly killed Angie when I couldn't even enter her lab?
Okay, yeah, I'm starting to think that, like, Angie was either attacked or straight up killed in the room where they held the seance too.
We can figure that out. No one else could have done it besides you.
Well,
if you're the one who killed Tenko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
like I said, Himiko, I could be convinced, but, like,
I understand how you feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally and calmly. There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
okay, but is it a high possibility? Or is it just non-zero? Like, are we talking 0.5%? Or are we talking like 76? Because those are two very different percentages. You had the day off? Oh, that's really nice. I'm glad that you were able to have a relaxing and a productive day. Those are few and far between, so I'm really glad you were able to make the most of it and still have a relaxing time too. And I have had a pretty good day. I was just working. Got a lot done at work too, so yeah.
So you understand how she feels. I see. Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
Not now, Kokichi.
Of course I understand. I work really hard to understand.
I'm sure you do, Kibo.
Hey, why are you getting all worked up, Kibo? Chill, dude.
Let him feel his feelings, Kaito.
That's enough! It's voting time!
No, it's not.
I'm gonna vote for him!
No, it's not.
Voting for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
Isn't Kyo culprit?
Right now, I'm thinking yes. But I'm not positive the way that I was for Tenko.
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part. Monokuma added that rule after both bodies were found, yes? How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer? Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
Unless you had a reason to kill Tenko.
You're
Like,
lying.
specifically.
You killed Tenko and Angie!
Now hold on. Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
That is very true, Shuichi.
We should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
Kokichi's just in it for the fun. Like, he's just here to have a good time. He's like, I don't want to cut this trial short and miss out on all of the fun that we could have by hashing this out.
Nuts to that! Any way you look at this case, Kyo is obviously the culprit.
Oh, are we gonna do one of the debate scrum things now?
Yeah, there's sort of no other way to look at it.
He's here for the lulz. He is. And he is having the time of his life.
No, it's too dangerous to vote before we arrive at a logical decision.
Yeah, I feel like we're about to do a debate scrum thing.
The culprit's
Yep,
one of
here it is.
you. Wowee! This argument is getting intense.
At times like this.
The Ultimate Academy is proud to present. It's
Yeah, anyway, okay.
Yippee! I've been waiting for this!
Of course, he's having a great time with it. Kokichi is like, yes, favorite trial mechanic, let's go. Yeah, the debate scrums are pretty fun, I have to say.
What are you waiting for?
Because Kokichi's here for the fun of it all. Kyo confessed to killing Tenko, but insists he didn't kill Angie. Kokichi Hiko, is that what I said? I might have. We won't forgive Kyo for what he did, but we can't vote until we know the facts. I have to pin down the evidence and convince everyone. Wait, is Kokichi gonna be on our side now? Yeah, Kokichi is just enjoying his life. He's just having a great time. And you know what? Good for him. Is Kokichi gonna be on our side? He's never on our side. I thought he just really liked arguing against Shuichi, but in this case, he and Shuichi both want the trial to go on longer. Oh, like Akihiko, okay. Kokichi's right next to us. Hey, bud.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
I got this! But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her!
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
Oh.
The katana was found in Kyo's lab.
Oh, there we are. Go, Kyo.
Anyone could have entered my lab.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not blackened?
Okay, hold on.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself all along.
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
Okay, we got it.
We solved the mystery of Tenko's death. Can't we just vote now?
No.
I got this! Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Yeah.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
When we aren't consistent, our position looks weak. We have to work together. If we vote now, we'll never know the truth. We have to defend that point.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
Wait, hold on.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her!
I got this! But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
The katana was found in Kyo's lab.
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not blackened?
Kokichi! Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself all along.
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
We solved the mystery of Teiko's death. Can't we just...
I got this!
Okay, so it's gotta be
yet.
Kibo. Kibo's
There's
the
still
one that I'm
another
missing
mystery
here.
to solve.
Kyo killed Tenko and...
Okay, Kibo, where are you?
Killed Tenko and Angie!
Kibo! We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
Way to go, Kibo.
He forced his way into Angie's
I got this!
But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
The katana was found.
Kyo! Anyone
Go,
could
Kyo.
have entered my lab.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but
Kokichi!
Perhaps there's a second Blackened we need to find.
Great job, Kokichi.
He was planning to use the...
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
We solved the mystery.
I got this!
Okay,
Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
great job, Shuichi.
This is our answer!
Kokichi and Shuichi, I know, right? I really like their dynamic a lot. Yeah.
It would be a mistake to vote before we've completely solved Angie's murder.
Plenty of people vote with no interest in the facts. You're right about that. You are right. Yeah, this is our answer!
And there's still the mystery of Tenko's murder.
Mystery? What kind of mystery?
I don't know.
Well, Kyo's confession derailed our conversation a bit. But we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tenko's crime scene.
Oh shit, which one?
I
Oh!
believe it might even have something to do with Angie's murder.
Oh, is it the... It's the blood that I was looking at. Yes, the outline piece of evidence at Tenko's murder scene. It's the blood. Where are you?
This is it!
This is it!
The blood stain found under the floor. Maki and I found it during the investigation.
Yeah, okay.
It was beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped on.
Right.
is that Tenko's blood?
I don't think so, because it was dried.
That bloodstain was too far from Tenko's corpse to have been hers.
Also, the blood stain was already dry when we found it.
So it might have been Angie's.
But the blood from Tenko's body hadn't even begun to dry yet.
True!
Well, that's weird. Why was that bloodstain the only dry one?
Because it wasn't Tenko's. The bloodstain under the floorboard was dry because it happened before the seance, yeah.
That's it!
That's it!
The blood stain wasn't from Tenko's murder.
Mm-hmm.
It was there before we started the seance.
Yeah,
Before the seance?
before the seance. That should make it clear whose blood it was. It was Angie's.
That's it!
That's it!
That blood stain wasn't Tenko's. It was Angie's.
Okay, so Angie was either attacked or straight up murdered in the room where we had the seance. Man, can you imagine if Himiko hadn't decided to have the seance in that room? Like, we never would have found that bloodstain.
Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tenko's murder?
Yeah, wasn't Angie killed in her research lab?
Maybe not.
Just because we found her body there doesn't mean she was killed.
Yeah, thank you, Monkey. Yes.
Ah, I guess that's possible.
Of course you listen to her.
If Angie wasn't killed in her lab, then that opens up a lot more possibilities.
Like Kyo being her murderer.
We assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab.
What if Angie went into the room at the same time that Kyo was cutting off the cross pieces?
But if she died somewhere else, then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
So true, Kokichi. Kaito's a simp. You know, can we blame him though? Maki's pretty great.
So the culprit didn't enter her lab, but waited for her to come out of it?
Unless he didn't mean to kill Angie. Like... We have it like... We might have it switched around where Tenko was the murder he meant to commit. And Angie, he didn't mean to kill at all. But apparently he must have had a reason to kill Tenko because he was fucking committed to the bit at that point. Kokichi is the smartest one in the class. I fully agree with you, Mel. Like, Kokichi knows what's up. Kokichi probably knows who the murderer is before, like, people even die. Like, at the beginning of the chapter, he could probably tell you who's going to die, who the killer is, and the motive. Probably. I would believe it. Maki is my queen. You know, same, Kev. I love her. She's great. Kaito is unfortunately not the most brightest sun in the field. No. But he is Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars, so we care about him anyway because he has a fucking sick as hell name. Kind of obvious. You know, maybe, but you never know. People might look at that kid and say, no, he's exactly as dumb as he pretends to be.
I'm not sure if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out.
Unless it was, and I'm sure that this kid knows this. He's leading the conversation so that we can figure out the truth on our own. He's helping us without helping us. You know, I'm pretty sure at this point that Angie was like collateral damage.
Well, I thought that was more likely from the start. So I went to places Angie might have gone and checked all 3 empty rooms.
I thought you told me that. I thought Kokichi told us that he hadn't managed to check the room on the right yet.
Places she might have gone? Why did you check the empty rooms then?
The empty rooms were the only places I could think of that Angie would go.
Oh wait, you know, I think I might actually know where he's going with this. I might actually know where he's going with this. Okay, you're supposed to burn the Necronomicon, right? We went over that super early. Where would she get the fire? A candle. She would get it from a candle, which were in all of the empty rooms. I think I know where, I think that that's where he's going with this.
Did Angie have business in rooms?
Fire! It all comes back to fire, Kev.
Seems Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense again.
Oh, now I'm positive you did it. Because you're trying to redirect us away from listening to Kokichi when you know he's right!
I do lie a lot. And I could be lying right now, too.
But you're not.
But I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
And who else except the one who's trying to redirect the conversation away from Kokichi? Kyo, I see you. He's got you. Angie left her lab on her own and headed to the room where she was killed. Is Kokichi's statement true? Yeah. Okay, Kokichi, give me something to agree with. You've got this, man. Give me the Necronomicon. Yes! Okay, yeah, that's it.
The
that's
art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead!
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there.
But there was.
Except for candles.
That's it! She won.
Yes, Mew! Yes!
I agree!
I agree! Mew, you got it! You got it, Mew! Kokichi led you to the answer, but you still got it, man.
Angie went to that room to get a candle.
Kokichi is perfect. Kokichi is such a great character, man. Like, he's so good. I love him.
Yeah, for kinky wax play.
And you lost it immediately. Man, Mew, you had it and then you dropped the ball. Oh, man.
No. Angie was going to use it for the ritual. According to the Necronomicon, to resurrect the dead,
you need to burn it. Yeah, no, not kinky wax play. Come on, man. Like, Mew, you were so close, and that hard left back into being Mew. Thank you for bonking Miu Fleur. She deserves it.
Then, did she seek out a candle so she could burn the book?
I think so.
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab. So she went to go get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
Yeah.
And that's when the culprit attacked her.
Oh, waha, hello.
That's why there was dried blood under floor.
There you are, Gonta. Yes. That's the Miu special. So
Means
true.
Angie was attacked in the same room the seance was held.
Yes.
Bravo, Himiko. Well done for choosing that room for the seance.
Literally, that is what I was thinking, Kokichi. Are we gonna go back to think? No.
If we hadn't done the seance in that room, then Tenko's murder would have been in another room.
And we never would have found the dried blood. That's exactly what I was saying, Kokichi. Angie looks nonchalant. I know, she's just off to go get a candle so that she can resurrect the dead. No big deal.
If that happened, no one would have discovered Angie's blood stain under the floorboards.
Exactly.
That's right. Shuichi and I only checked under the floorboards where Tenko died.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie. This must be Atua's will.
Shut the fuck up.
Magic.
It's neither. I just picked one.
Hold on. You're all acting as though you've proven that as fact already.
Oh yeah, see, he's mad again. Like, his voice has gotten, like, more serious again. He's mad. You know that I'm onto you.
You claim Angie was murdered in the empty room, and then moved to the lab? Then how do you explain the large amount of blood in the lab?
Well, but... Okay, hold
It
on.
may be possible to carry a body, but blood cannot be moved.
Hold on, 1 second. There's something else I need to check real quick. Okay, so maybe she was attacked and knocked out in there, in the empty room, and then was actually murdered in her lab. Because she had 2 wounds. So maybe she was actually killed in her research lab. I picked the room with magic. Exactly. Because there wasn't a large amount of
She was
blood.
still alive after the attack in the empty
Okay,
room.
yeah, so Shuichi and I are on the same page. She was attacked, or, well, maybe not attacked. Maybe she fell through the floorboard. I don't know.
She was killed after she was carried to her lab.
Yeah, she must have been, like, unconscious or something. Because she had the wound on her forehead, too. That means the culprit attacked her twice. I have evidence of that. That was a great Himiko voice. Thank you! I feel like, you know, Chapter 3 is a pretty good time to finally get with it on the Himiko voice. Okay, where is it? It's this one. It's this one.
This is it!
This is it.
The fatal wound was a cut to the back of her neck from the katana.
Yes, and that was done in her research lab.
But she also showed signs of blunt force trauma, and I think I know why.
Forehead.
After Angie was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
Correct.
I see. So that puddle of blood is from the killing blow.
Mm-hmm.
Ha! It's all clear now.
Well, not all, but more clear than it was 5 minutes ago.
Angie was attacked in the empty room, carried to her lab, and it was there that the culprit finished her off.
I love that sprite of Kyo's.
This is all clear.
That's my favorite sprite of Kyo's. I love it. Just the
What are you all talking about? All clear? What is all clear?
Oh, he's losing his composure now, y'all.
What are you? All clear?
Oh, now we've even got hair magic like involved in this now. Look at this. Woo!
What are you all... You what? What are
I will not fear. I will not back down.
Was that lipstick?
Sweet Korekio, calm yourself.
Huh?
Their words are all hollow. There is no meaning to any of them.
What?
You must teach these ignorant children a lesson.
Don't smile like that. It's not as creepy as Kokichi's, but like, I still don't like it.
Yes, you're right. Okay, I'll teach them.
Kyo, who are you talking to?
What the hell are you mumbling about? You're giving me the goddamn willies!
Not yet. Nothing is clear at all.
It's full of doubts, of mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog! Nothing is clear at all!
Okay. Whatever you say, my dude. Fuck!
Angie was attacked in the empty room first. And then carried into the research lab? Impossible! Impossible! That's nothing but a delusion! You would tend to poison our minds with your delusions?
Okay.
It's no delusion. Angie's 2 external wounds tell the story.
Oh wait, hold on. It might be the blood.
After she was struck
might be
in
the
the
duct tape.
empty room,
Oh my god!
she
I
was
wish that I
carried
could
to the
switch
art
truth
research
bullets while
lab
he's talking.
and then killed.
I think
Say
it's
the culprit carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no blood stains.
No, don't miss.
Even if you wipe them down later.
Damn it!
You say the culprit carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no blood stains.
No.
Even if you wipe them down later. There'd still be traces of evidence left behind. But there was no evidence anywhere, was there, Shuichi?
I'll cut through your words.
Okay. We got it. P4. It all comes back to Persona every time.
There was evidence left at the scene. The bloody tape under Angie's body.
What?
Yeah. The bloody tape.
It was wrapped around her head to stop the bleeding while she was being carried.
Bloody tape? Gonta didn't notice at all.
I'm pretty sure the Maki found it.
It was under the body.
Yeah.
It's most likely evidence the culprit should have gotten rid of. But since it was hidden, the culprit didn't notice and failed to dispose of it.
Sucks for you, Kyo.
It must have fallen as the fatal blow was dealt and ended up under her body.
Really sucks for you, man.
Must have been a Tua who did that for us.
Do not.
What? Atua? How long are you going to keep that up?
Now we know most of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
I'm convinced there's only one person who could have killed Angie.
Kyo.
It has to be you!
It has to be you.
It's you, Kyo. You killed Angie.
So he did actually kill both of them, which makes sense, really. Oh.
What the fuck? So it's true!
So it's true.
Well, that was obvious. Such a boring, obvious answer.
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it, Kokichi?
You killed both of them.
Yeah.
Why did you kill them?
Honestly, I don't know.
In terms of pure logic, only one victim was necessary to win.
Why? Why you killed them both?
I feel like he just really wanted to kill Teiko for some reason.
I think one of the murders was an accident.
I think that was Angie's.
An accident?
That's right. It wasn't part of the plan.
That was Angie's.
Huh? Which one?
Well, it couldn't have been Tenko's. Like, he literally put the scythe in that. That was no accident. A murder that was an accident. Angie.
That's it! Angie's murder was an accident.
Yeah.
What? Tenko wasn't accident?
How on earth would it be an accident for him to put the fucking scythe in the cage and, like, stomp on the floorboard? There's no way Tenko's was
That's
an accident.
right. Kyo originally planned to kill someone with a seesaw trick. But while he was making preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in. So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
Collateral damage.
He just happened to walk in on the culprit setting up and was killed.
Then you should have just stopped there.
That's again why I'm saying I think that he really just wanted to kill Tenko for some reason.
Once he killed Angie, there was no reason for him to kill Tenko.
Not really sure why though.
You only needed to kill one for this game. Killing two is pointless.
That is literally what Himiko just said, Kokichi.
If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
She saw seesaw. That's one hell of a tongue twister. Man, try saying that 5 times fast.
Why, Kyo? Why you kill two of our friends?
I don't know.
What on earth are you talking about? No, I'm not the culprit. So, why is everyone looking at me like I am?
'Cause you are?
Why? Why are they? Why is it? Calm yourself, Korekio. Yes. You mustn't raise your voice. You mustn't stutter.
Also, I'd appreciate if you didn't kind of like make those sort of comments that are like, oh no, you don't want to know. Like, let me write it out.
You mustn't lose composure. You mustn't become flustered. You mustn't waver. Look at their horrid faces. This sorry lot is not worth agonizing over. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
There he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
A great question, Kaito.
It almost seems like he's talking with someone.
It sure does, doesn't it, Tsumugi?
Someone? He's just talking to himself. And why the hell is he wearing lipstick?
Well, I mean, he can wear lipstick if he would like to. I mean, that's really not an issue.
No matter how loudly you protest, this is a trivial matter. I will never acknowledge your allegations. Not a single one of them.
What if I make you?
But you see, there is no evidence that I killed Angie. No, I will not acknowledge it. I will only acknowledge facts, true events. I won't acknowledge fiction, mystery. I won't acknowledge your deductions.
Oh, is it rhythm game time? Is it time for the rhythm game?
Good job, Korekio. Yes, thanks.
Creeps me the fuck out!
No evidence? There's no evidence that he killed Angie?
You're wrong. There is evidence.
There is?
What? You do realize bluffs like that won't work, yes?
The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room. That weapon tells us the whole story, Kyo.
I think the lipstick looking that good after wearing the mask all day is pretty impressive. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, he's slaying in that lipstick, like, even after wearing the mask all the damn time. Like, it looks phenomenal. Crispy, I also love Kokichi. Like, man, he's such a good character. Agreed. There's enough disbelief in this game. I hope someone pulls off a sneaky necromancy next chapter. Wouldn't that be something, huh? Wouldn't that be something? Bring back Rontaro. We did not see enough of him. I want to bring back Rontaro. Also, Doug, hi. Thank you so much for the hydrate. Oh, did she get hit with... Because the blood was on the bottom of the floorboard. So was it a floor... Okay.
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood.
Have I?
Apologize. Come on, apologize.
No, make me.
Apologize. 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 Come on. Apologize. 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 Apologize.
No.
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
I'm just the right wax effigy for you. Absolutely the fuck not. Rentaro's actually scared me the most out of all of them. Partially because it was the first one that we saw, but also it looked like his face was melting, and that was enough horror for one day. I have no idea what's happening with Kyo. But I know what weapon he used on Angie. I have to prove it to him. Rhythm game? Rhythm game.
I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Yes, I'm not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong.
Oh.
Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 You have no proof that Correcchio is the killer.
Floorboard.
It ends here!
It ends here! Haha.
Kyo hit Angie with the same floorboard used in the seesaw trick.
Good question, Kaito. My second favorite character. Once Kaito catches up, he does good. That was loud? Yeah. The audio mixing in these games
And how do you know the floorboard
fluctuates
was a murder weapon?
wildly. Also, about 20 minutes, Crispy.
There was a small patch of dried blood on the underside of the floorboard.
Angie's blood?
Blood
I mean, we
that
can't really
spattered there
test
when
it,
the culprit
but I
struck
think so.
Angie with the board. But that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard.
Oh no. Don't tell me that I'm gonna have to figure that out.
There's also the blood stain under the floor.
Oh,
to consider.
okay.
For that to be there, the floorboard must not have been in place at the time of the attack.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Good point. Had the floorboard been in place, her blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
Yes.
Kyo's earlier confession is further evidence that the floorboard was used.
How?
If the weapon used to hit Angie is the floorboard from the seesaw trick.
It means the culprit knew about the seesaw, so the same person killed Tenko and Angie.
Okay, that's really smart of you, Shuichi. I'm really proud of you for that one. Solid. Whoop-in!
I believe that while Kyo was setting up the seesaw, he was holding the board.
The crash out.
When Angie
Kyo's got a
in.
good one. This is like an Ace Attorney level of crash out.
And a cold copter with a floorboard floorboard.
Don't say it like that.
All you can do now is accept it. You even confessed to Tenko's murder already.
You just use the earbuds for a minute.
It's true. This is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we're almost at the end. All right, Shuichi. I'll leave the finale to you. Bring down the house.
Kaito, we've been doing this entire goddamn trial. Are you serious? Yeah, Miyu, you aren't wrong, but why say it like that? Because yeah. And I mean, because it's Miyu, but...
Shuichi, please, put an end to this.
If you insist, I will do a comic book time.
For Angie and Tenko's sake. End this class trial.
Alright, streamer, it's your time to shine. Comic book time, let's fucking go. Yeah, you gotta do all the work. It's gotta be like... It's the Danganronpa Pro Tag Special. The one where they're like... You can do it. I'll leave it to you because I'm just that nice. Kaito has like 5 lines in the trial. Right? He like barely said anything. I'm not paid enough for this. Yeah, Kaito, you haven't done shit. Just sit there and look pretty. Like, just sit there with your nice hair and just cheer for us, will ya? Kaito, there's a better way to be a hype man for Shuichi. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He is just Shuichi's cheerleader. And you know what? I'm glad that Shuichi has one, but also, like, man.
I'll go over everything one more time.
Okay, it is time for the comic book.
Kyo, I want you to confess. No, I will force you to confess.
Get it, Shuichi. Okay. Closing argument. Start. Okay. Who was the culprit with the saw in the empty room? Small stone Himiko brought. Half made it so. Removed floorboard. Oh, excellent. Okay, what's over here? What was compressing the energy on Angie's head when she was being carried? Okay. Got it. Okay. What weapon killed Angie? Sickle plate. Okay, that's part of Tenko's. Footsteps contaminated the scene. Cut crosspiece under the floor. Hit the sliding lock. Oh, hold on. Whose effigy? Oh. Remove the gold leaf katana. Oh. Okay, hold on. Good. Okay. Okay. Handle the spinning katana. No. When Angie's body was found, who unlocked the door? That was Kokichi. What object? Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. What weapon did the culprit set up on the iron cage? Okay, there we go. Good. Who besides Kokichi was... Okay, that's... Wait, hold on. How was the culprit able to move around in the darkness? Oh, wait, hold on. That was... Path made with salt. When the culprit approached the kid... How did the magic circle get erased? Okay, hold on. Where is it? Oh, Kokichi's lockpicking. Hold on. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. Okay. Okay. Whose effigy was stabbed with katana? Okay. Who was the culprit with the saw in the empty room? Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, and then Shuichi, where are you? Shuichi.
This is the truth of the case!
This is the truth of the case!
Let's look back at the first murder.
Yeah, okay. Also, welcome home, Crispy. I'm glad that you made it. I might have time to start the next chapter. It kind of depends on how long the, like, cleanup of this trial takes, because it's not just, like, proving that they did it or whatever. It's also, like, the talking and the execution, too. So, hopefully, yes, but we'll see. Yet this is the truth of the case!
It was late last night. The culprit was in the empty room on the 4th floor. The culprit was preparing the seance murder they had planned. To use the floorboard as a seesaw, they had to cut the crosspiece supporting it. The plan was to make the same preparations for all 3 empty rooms.
Do you want to come look at the murder, Kyoko? You want to come look at the video game?
This would divert suspicion away from the culprit and whoever picked a room.
Where?
To cut the crosspieces, they needed a saw. I imagine they got one from the warehouse. They were planning to cut the crosspieces in all 3 rooms.
We're working on it. Hi.
However, when the culprit was working on the middle room, the unexpected happened.
The unexpected? Angie walked
into
in.
that room and saw the culprit making their preparations.
We have Cat.
She needed some fire for the ritual and had gone to the room for a candle. At that point, the culprit had not finished the setup and was just cutting crosspieces. Angie might not have concluded that it was tied to some kind of murder plan. But now that Angie had seen it, the culprit couldn't use the seesaw trick.
Unless you killed Angie.
Any other person might have just given up, but not our culprit. The culprit
Well,
took
bam.
the floorboard they loosened and struck the unsuspecting Angie in the head.
Thank you for the
culprit did
hydrate,
not want to
Schwinkman.
give up on their plan and had to improvise. They wrapped duct tape around Angie's injury to stop the bleeding. Then they picked up her unconscious body and carried her to a research lab. While she was unconscious, the culprit hurried to tie up this loose end.
Mm-hmm.
But because they were in a hurry, they made a crucial oversight. They didn't notice the duct tape had peeled off and was under Angie's body. Without that evidence, we may never have figured out the culprit's trick. Carrying the supplies they needed, the culprit returned to the ultimate art lab. Locked the front door from inside. And took out the katana they brought from their own lab. They then stabbed Angie in the back of the neck, finally killing her. Then, to further confuse us, the culprit attempted to make a locked room mystery.
Did a pretty good job too, considering.
First, they used rope from the warehouse and hung 4 effigies upside down. There were 2 reasons for this. To overwhelm the room with an occult atmosphere.
Which worked, I do have to say.
And the other was the key to locking the room.
Oh, poor
The culprit
Kaede.
stuck the katana into Kaede's effigy near the rear entrance. And spun the effigy around to twist up the rope. After enough turns, the culprit let go and headed for the rear door. Once released,
spin.
the effigy began spinning, and the gold leaf katana with it. The handle of the katana then hit the sliding lock, locking the door. A difficult trick, but remember that the lock was so loose it moved at the slightest touch.
Remember.
The culprit also would have had the opportunity to attempt it many times.
Yeah, you just needed to make sure that it worked. Eventually.
Once complete, the door was locked, but the duct tape was left behind. Perhaps the culprit noticed it, but by that point, it was too late. The room was sealed. There was no way for them to get back inside.
Yup. Hi, Kokichi.
Then, this morning, we opened up the room and discovered Angie's body. But the culprit wasn't finished. They wanted one more murder.
Mm-hmm.
To do that, they manipulated us into performing this seance.
Oh, it's Maki's hair.
Of the 3 empty rooms, the middle one was chosen for the seance.
Mm-hmm.
I was invited by Kokichi to take Kibo's place in the seance. Tenko volunteered to be the medium, but she never imagined it would get her killed.
Poor Tenko.
To perform the seance, the culprit claimed they needed something for Tenko. A small stone that Himiko had brought from the courtyard. Tenko, at the culprit's request, bowed her head until it was touching the stone. That position was instrumental in making sure the murder went as planned. Next, Kokichi and I placed the iron cage over Tenko, in the middle of the magic circle. The culprit then volunteered to drape the white cloth over the iron cage. We didn't realize it at the time, but that was a deliberate decision by the culprit. They needed to set up the murder weapon that was used to kill Tenko.
Mm-hmm.
While they were covering the cage with a cloth, they secretly placed the sickle.
Which is honestly pretty impressive that they were able to put it in there without any of us noticing.
Finally, 4 of us placed the wooden statue on top of the cage. The culprit used the weight of the statue to keep the murder weapon in place. After the preparations were complete, we began the seance. In complete darkness, we each stood in one corner and sang the Cage Child song.
That song, man.
When the song finished, the soul of the dead was supposed to enter the medium. But our culprit had another plan, to commit a murder in the darkness. right after we started singing, the culprit began making their way toward Tenko. It would have been quite difficult to do in total darkness, but our culprit had a guide. They used the lines of the magic circle drawn with salt. The culprit felt for the salt and used it to guide them along. And when the culprit reached the center of the circle, they found the floorboard that had its crosspiece cut off the night before.
And stepped on it.
Then lifted up their foot and stomped down hard on the floorboard. The floorboard lifted up like a seesaw and pushed Tenko's body up toward the ceiling of the cage. Tenko was stabbed in the back of the neck by the sickle on the top of the cage. She was killed right before our eyes, and we didn't even see it.
Which is honestly, like, still really impressive.
After committing the crime, the culprit followed the salt back to their corner. Finished the ritual and had us light the candles. We followed the culprit's directions and removed the equipment used for the seance. And discovered Tenko's body.
Okay, so we do have to wait until ads are over to finish this comic book retelling. Shuichi's doing great, but we have to run ads real quick. I won't continue until they're done though. So just bear with me. And also, I have a cat on my lap, so I'm not actually gonna turn off the camera and get up or anything, because it would be illegal for me to get up and displace the cat that is currently laying on my lap. So we're here. We're just gonna chill, I guess. This was a fun trial. I enjoyed it. I do still think that the debate scrums are one of my favorite, like, mini games in the trials this time around. I'm not still not a fan of the rebuttal showdowns. Still really not a fan of those, but pretty solid trial. It was an interesting way to do the 2 people were murdered, but like we're only gonna care about the Blackened who killed Angie rather than Tenko. But I mean, Himiko was right. It was worth it to figure out who killed Tenko because that like led us to who killed Angie. So now we have closure on both. And we are very much like our cast list is dwindling. Because after Kyo dies, we're only gonna have Shuichi, Kaito, Maki, Tsumugi, Gonta, Himiko, and Kokichi, I think. Pretty sure that's just gonna leave. I might be missing someone. We're only gonna have like 8 or 9 people left. Which is gonna bring us down to like 5 or 6 by the time we get to chapter 6, which is... And Miyu, I forgot Miyu. Damn, sorry Miyu. So we got 9 people left. Himiko was right. Himiko was right! Himiko was right. Yeah, now I feel bad. I forgot about Miyu. It's because, like, she's good for the shock factor, but, like, she doesn't actually do a whole lot for the progression of the story. So she's not quite as memorable as, say, like, Kokichi or, Kaito or Maki. Said wasn't as memorable as Kaito and then almost forgot his damn name. Ugh. It's the end of a workday. That is my defense. At least we have really good music to listen to. The comic book music is always great. Danganronpa, man. Okay, it looks like ads are over. Thank you for your patience if you had to deal with them. I appreciate it. Shuichi, thanks for your patience too.
while we were all focused on the body, the culprit picked up the sickle
And just boop, dropped it below the floor.
and dropped it under the floor through the hole in the corner of the room.
Pitter patter.
Ironically, the final step of the murder was unwittingly carried out by us. The culprit had planned the murder so that we would unintentionally destroy some evidence.
And it would have worked too if it wasn't for Kibo and the really weird functions that Miu decided to give him.
That evidence was the magic circle that the culprit used to navigate in the dark.
Oh, that's a cool
The
shot.
culprit didn't know that Kibo had taken a picture.
That's a really cool shot.
He really saved us. Without that, we wouldn't know what changes were made to the circle.
Kind of rude that Tenko was killed by essentially a magic trick, right? Like, and Himiko's the ultimate mage too, so that just adds insult to injury of the whole thing.
But now we know for certain, and we know the culprit drew the magic circle.
Which means it was Kyo. Curse
Korekyo
Kibo!
Shinguchi, the ultimate anthropologist.
I choose you!
You're the culprit behind these murders.
Curse Kibo and your Polaroid camera! Damn it, Miu. Complete. We did it. We did it!
That's where my detective work leads us. It all fits.
Sweet Korekyo. There are times when it's necessary to admit defeat.
Hey, who the fuck are you?
Admit? Yeah. Okay.
So you finally admit you did it.
Unfortunately. Yes. Yes. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. My one regret, my only regret, was not being able to make 100 friends.
Huh?
100 friends?
It was my dream to make 100 friends. Oh, it's so unfortunate! I was so close to 100!
What are you talking about? I do not understand a word of this.
You and me both, Kibo.
Who gives a fuck? Let's vote for this kooky bastard and be done with this already!
I mean, okay.
Roger that! One voting time coming up!
I really don't hear much from Sumugi.
Prepare to die, Bear.
Yeah, prepare to die, Kyo. No, it's not just you, Crispy. Sumugi doesn't really do much. She just doesn't really do much.
The heart racing excitement as
The heart racing excitement!
As the blackened and the spotless finally face up!
It's voting time!
Okay. Anyway, Kyo, where are you?
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
Yeah, she's in Kaito territory where they just kind of sit there and just observe. Yeah. Did anyone vote for Shuichi again? Kyo, did you vote for yourself?
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Verdict. Imagine it stops on Angie. We did it! Yay! Okay, wait, hold on. I think that now we're back to me having to voice things.
Wah!
Seriously? You're correct again!
Absolutely right!
Amazing! This is the 3rd correct verdict in a row!
All right!
If you manage to get 12 correct verdicts in a row, you'll proceed to the bonus round. How's this gonna last that long?
For now.
It's finally over. Who needs the casino to get jackpots when you have class trials, am I right? No, that's literally me. Like, they told me, oh yeah, you can go to the casino and you can play games there, and I was just like, yeah, fuck that. No. We're not doing that.
No.
Not yet. I haven't heard his answer yet. Yo, why? Why did you kill Angie and Tanko?
Right!
Yeah. He no need to kill them both, no matter what motive he have.
Oh?
Motive?
Hey!
Did your motive have something to do with the transfer student who was resurrected? No one was resurrected, Tsumugi! Even if it did, though, how did that trigger a murder?
Hey!
Don't tell me. Were you actually scared of the resurrection ritual, Kaito? Wait, Kaito?
Shut up!
I never said I was scared. The resurrection ritual had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. Because we're friends, I'll tell you. I never once believed in the ritual. I would never kill someone over such a silly thing as that.
What?
So it has nothing to do with the motive?
Yeah?
Then why?
Yes.
For the one that I love. I'm not gonna like this, am I? Well, the only way out is through, so... Kyo is a creep. You are very right. Like, goodbye. Reminds me of a certain someone in Danganronpa 2. It all comes back to Danganronpa 2. It all comes back to Danganronpa 2.
There is someone that I love.
From the bottom of my heart, someone so dear. Someone I long for. Mikan using the same excuse, you are so right.
With all my heart. And she loves me with all her heart. Yes, we vowed an endless love to each other, forever bound by fate. None can come between us. We are bound by an intense love, no matter what anyone says.
No matter what anyone says, who?
What?
Bragging about your perfect love life? Lucky you. Some of us aren't that lucky. So to see this lover of yours, you had to escape?
Don't tell me.
That's why you killed Angie and Tanko? But then why did you need to kill both? If you asked if I did it to escape this place, my answer would be no.
Wonderful.
Because I have no need to escape this place. The one I love is inside. Inside?
Wait!
Miu, no one's looking at you.
Yeah.
Calm down. No one would want a disgusting shit-stuffed bitch like you anyway.
Kersploosh!
What the what?
Hey!
Yo, who is it? Who's this person you love?
Hey.
Is it really one of us? No. When I say inside, I do not mean inside this academy.
You see,
I mean, inside me.
sister.
Oh. 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 Well, that was a great stream, you guys. A shame the game ends right like that. A shame that there's no chapter 4. What a shame. Anyway, anyone want to play some Xenoblade? Yes, please. That's all I needed. Okay, let's go. You know, I'm committed to the bit. I have to. I really don't want to read this. But I'm committed to the bit. Yes, the one I love lives inside me. My dearest sister.
Huh?
Sister?
Wait!
Mew, no one is looking at you.
Right?
Well, duh. If you were his sister, he would have killed himself already. Damn, Kokiji.
Wait.
Your sister? But didn't you say she was your lover?
Whatever is the matter?
It's not that difficult. My sister is my lover. Don't show it again.
I loved her so deeply. And she loved me so deeply. The fact that we were siblings meant nothing to us. They called it forbidden love. But none could stop the love we shared. Oh, how I long for my sister's warmth. The only time I felt at peace was when I was enveloped in my sister's warmth. For my beloved sister.
You know, I'm a little afraid to ask, but like, how on earth does that turn into a motive to kill Tenko and Angie? Yeah, Mew is absolutely the third body of this chapter. Like, rip Mew. Yeah, please stop saying that. You could have kept that part secret, buddy, right? Like, let's use our inside thoughts, shall we? Yeah. That is why, for my beloved sister, I had to.
Always messing around.
You had to escape from here, right?
No.
I had to kill for her. Again, I am afraid to ask, but like, why though? But yeah, for real, like, you're literally at the finish line. Like, you are about to die. Like, you could have taken that to the grave.
Huh?
What?
Sister.
Sister was very sickly. She was always in and out of the hospital ever since she was a child. Because of that, she didn't have many friends. She always seemed so lonely.
However,
even if I could be her little brother and her lover, I couldn't be her friend. So I thought I'd find her some friends. Friends for my dear deceased sister.
Huh?
Deceased?
Do you understand?
My sister is now a ghost, so her friends should be ghosts too, right? That's why you killed Tenko?
For my beloved sister.
You're a serial killer? Huh. I hate this with all of my being. You know, me too, man. Me too. Yeah. That's what 100 friends meant. You know, that's kind of what I was thinking, Crispy. I was like, have you killed 100 people? When he first said that, I was like, have you killed 100 people? Like, is that what this is? But I didn't want to say it. They were all wonderful people, worthy of being sisters, friends. I fear we can be friends another way. I know, right, Mel? Like, I don't think he knows what friendship is. I bet he was the one that got her sick. I wouldn't be surprised.
Huh?
What?
Incomprehensible.
This is too impossible to understand. Too impossible.
Sister.
Sister is very happy.
Yes.
Oh. Yes, Korikyo, I am very happy. Thanks to you, I am not lonely.
What?
Could it be that the lipstick version of Kyo is?
I am Korekio's older sister.
Thank you for looking after my little brother. You're welcome. I was hungry, but not anymore. I know, right? Like, man, sleeping tonight is gonna be a trip.
What?
You know, for once, Kaito, I don't even mind that sprite because that is such a valid reaction.
Yes.
After I lost my beloved sister, I was so distraught. I nearly went mad. Are we sure you didn't? Are we sure that you, like, literally did not go insane? Because, like, to be fair, I really think he literally doesn't understand what friendship is. That's what I'm starting to think, Shugman. I think that you're right. I think you're right. Nearly. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm thinking, Fleur. Like, are we sure that he didn't just straight up go insane? Yeah, Kokichi just nonchalantly posing in the background like you've seen this episode before. He's just like, finally, some fucking drama for me to watch. Hell yeah. But sister came to save me.
I am pleased.
She visited me during one of my seances and stayed inside me.
Sister.
Now I can see her whenever I want. I'm never lonely.
Korekio.
That's wonderful, Korekio. Your love made the impossible possible.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? Is this really a spirit?
I told you.
He's just delusional. What a sad girl who can't even believe in the power of love.
Ew.
Either way, he's totally out of his mind. I mean, he killed for a dead chick.
Well, you know.
You said you killed a lot already, right? So it wasn't just the two you killed here.
What was that?
Seems like he was already crazy before he got here.
Because?
You didn't kill to escape from here. That wasn't your purpose from the get-go. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop smiling like that. You just wanted to slaughter a bunch, huh?
Unacceptable.
Oh, and the smile is still in the corner. Do not make me out to be some bloodthirsty, indiscriminate killer. I only kill girls who I think are worthy of being sister's friends. Oh, so you only kill girls. Okay.
Huh?
Only girls? I see. So when we were deciding on who should be the medium... Yeah. That's a worse jump scare than Sephiroth. He's getting to that point. Kokichi is. You said it would work best with a girl. I spent my time evaluating all the girls here.
Wonderful.
And besides Maki and Mew, they were all worthy. Besides Maki and Mew. You know, Mew, Maki, I genuinely think that you should take that as a compliment. All worthy of being sister's friends. All worthy?
Why, you?
How come I'm not included? I mean, not like I care. You really shouldn't. You should be happy about that.
Then...
The second victim could have been me? Panko died in place of me? Wait. Okay, so this is a question that, like, I'm actually okay with someone answering if it will not be answered for me in the game. And if it will be answered for me, you are free to tell me that it will be answered. But I have a bit of a question about this chapter. Who were they going to, like, what was the seance gonna be for if Angie hadn't died? Because Angie was an accident while Kyo was setting up the seance, but the seance we did was for Angie. So, who would the seance have been for? Like, how are they planning on convincing everyone to do the seance? When, at the get-go, Kyo didn't know... I'm confused. You don't know how to answer this question, actually? Like because you don't know the answer, or because I will find out later? Because if I'll find out later, or I'll be able to piece it together by the end of the game, that's fine. I'm fine with no one telling me. But if you don't understand the question... So, like, the timing of the murder. Angie went into the empty room because she wanted a candle. Kyo was already there setting up the seance. But Kyo didn't originally plan to kill Angie. But if he was setting up the seance, like, who was he planning on trying to, like, contact beyond the grave? Because he wasn't planning on killing Angie. I'm confused. Anyway. You think you know how to answer, but you don't know if they'll explain it later? I thought that was because Monokuma brought up and Angie wanted to talk to previous victims. Oh, was that it? Well, but no, Angie was doing her own, like, resurrection ritual thing. And then Kyo was doing his seance. So those are like two different rituals. Unless I am just forgetting Angie being like, we can go talk to one of them, but Angie wanted to resurrect one of them. And then Kyo separately was like, I'm gonna do my little seance thing.
Excellent.
I'm sorry if I'm not explaining the question super well. Part of that is because I am very confused, so that might be why I'm not explaining myself very well. Himiko would have been great, but Tenko volunteering made me so happy. Her noble, earnest heart made her a perfect friend for Sister.
Wonderful.
She even infiltrated the student council to protect Himiko. Okay. Well, I'm glad that it makes sense. Thank you.
Huh?
Infiltrate? Really?
But
how did you? It was obvious to me. I have studied many people. Yes.
Can this be?
She stood up against the darkness of the school all by herself. Wanted to know, like, what Korikyo's plan was if he didn't kill Tenko and no one sacrificed, right? Well, what Kyo's plan was if he didn't kill Angie. Okay, so you get the question. You're trying to come up with an answer that makes sense, and I don't need an answer now if it would be something that's like... If it takes some time to, like, think through and to work... That's fine. That's the secret. The plan is there is no plan. Travis, I fear you might be right. I fear you might be right. There is no plan. But, like... I mean, sure, I guess. Your answer makes sense to me. That doesn't make sense to me as, like, being Kyo's thought process, but, like, I get where you're going with that and why you would, like, why you would think that. I think that I'm just kind of like, but why the fuck, Kyo? But thank you. Thank you for your thoughts.
Beautiful.
I was so touched by that. Wonderful. She was a perfect friend for Sister. I felt like he wanted to do the seance anyway because he's a psychopath. See, that I get. That I get. But, like, who would they have been trying to contact? That's kind of what I'm stuck on. Like, if Angie had still been alive the next day, like... Because I feel like he would have had a pretty hard time just being like, hey, want to do this random seance? What if the seance just would have been for someone else, but Angie felt the bill to rope people along, like a previous victim or even a sister? And that could make sense, yeah. Could have been one of the previous victims. I think that I'm still just kind of like... Why? That makes sense. It does. I mean, it's not an answer that I like, but it's an answer that makes sense.
Well,
Though I was planning on having you become Sister's friend too, eventually.
No way!
I don't want to understand Kyo because he's a creep to understand. No, and I completely get that. I think that it's just like, my brain is getting very stuck on that plot point. Which, it's fine if it's just convenient that it worked out that way. But the fact that Angie's death was an accident, I'm just kind of like, wait a minute. But it's not something that I really need to be working about. worrying about. I like to think I don't understand psychopaths because I'm not one. You know, Mel, that is such a good point. Wow, you did all that just to kill. For you to go that far. That's pretty impressive. Stop. You were interested in the caged child just so you could use it to kill someone, right?
Let's see.
It interested me as an anthropologist, of course, but more than that.
For my beloved sister!
I wanted to kill for sister. I cannot deny that overpowering feeling. Okay, great, you can go now. Bye.
Are you okay?
Kaido, are you okay? You look kind of pale. But like... fair. Hi, Sniper King, how are you? Don't worry about it. Let's focus on Kyo right now. Allow me to explain, though. I did not plan to kill both of them. I knew I would have plenty of chances after escaping this place.
However...
But Angie walked in on me preparing, and I ended up killing her a different way. So I figured I may as well kill someone else, too. After all, it would be a shame to just waste the seance trick I prepared.
What is that?
You're talking like you killed her just because you could. No, not just because I could. I was sending another friend to sister.
Correcchio.
You're such a thoughtful little brother, but it was bad to get greedy.
Oh dear.
You're right. Because of that, now I can't send 100 friends to sister. Do you understand now? Those are the circumstances of Korekiyo's crime. I do not understand. That's okay, Kibo. This is all too impossible for me to understand.
Why?
Not right. Killing 2 friends for your dead sister?
But how?
That's wrong. That's so wrong. Hop into the shower, feel nice. I'm glad to hear it. I'm doing pretty good, thanks. I mean, the end of this trial is like legit horrifying, but you know, we're doing pretty good. Thank you. Yeah, with Kokichi's face in the background, it just makes it even worse. Oh god, he's back. Oh, don't get so worked up. There's something I learned after Sister's death.
Do not worry.
Death only changes a person's form. The soul lives on as a ghost.
That's right.
Even though I'm a ghost now, I am always by Korekiyo's side.
Sister.
Thank you, sis. Oh, yeah. I love you. Cut it out already.
What was that?
I don't understand anything you're saying. Nothing's making sense. It's not fair. Why did Angie and Tanko have to die for something so unfair?
Well...
Because death is unfair.
Yeah. And another thing.
All deaths are unfair deaths. It's like a perfect mix of smug and malice. That is a really good way to describe it, actually, Sniper King. You're right. I found your Sephiroth. You've chosen a good one. Or it chose you, I guess. You can't choose the jump scares. They just find their way into your soul. Why do you think news stations get such high ratings when they're reporting about death? Everyone likes unfair deaths.
Maybe.
Well, if you look at it like that, this whole killing game embodies that philosophy, right? Gifted high school students forced to play a killing game. If people were watching this, they'd get a kick. They would get a kick out of it. Okay, hold on. I really don't want this on my camera roll, but also this fourth wall break is too good. This fourth wall break is too good. If people were watching this,
Shut up!
knock off the bullshit. Only sick fucks would enjoy watching this.
You got me.
Hell yeah. If I wasn't in this killing game, I would have so much fun watching. I'm sure you would, Kokichi.
So then...
The nature of this killing game is yet shrouded in mystery. But my role in it is over. I have finished my explanation to you, friends.
Sister...
I think I shall go and see her now. My beloved sister. Called out by Mew. I know, that just makes it even worse to be called out by Mew, of all people. What did she call me? Sick fuck.
Sister...
I was unable to send her 100 friends, but at least I can see her again now.
Correcchio.
It's alright, sweet Korekiyo. Come to me.
Oh.
Looks like you're already prepared. Now then, let's get started.
It's punishment time!
Huh?
Punishment time.
Sister...
My beloved sister, at long last, I finally get to see you again.
That's right.
From now on, no one will try to stop us. We can be together without having to hide our love from others.
What?
Himiko, I think that you should accept this.
Therefore,
Like I said, there's no such thing as a death that can be accepted.
from an anthropological point of view,
Why do you think so many cultures have funeral rites? Why do you think rumors of ways to resurrect the dead never cease?
yes,
The living must find a reason, however forced, to accept death when it happens. How you come to terms with death also determines how you live, yes?
What was that?
That was the answer I reached. How about you? How will you live a life that faces death?
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
I shall observe.
I will watch over you all as a ghost. Please don't! As your friend, I will watch over you. Please don't!
That's right.
It won't just be me and Korikio. All those who died will be watching. I'll be watching to see how you face the death of your friends.
Humanity is beautiful.
I'll be watching forever and ever.
It's punishment time!
You know, I don't usually say finally, but finally. 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 Oh, are we boiling him alive? Oh, not the ghost. Oh, no, no, no. Horrifying that they put his sister in there. Why the fuck would you do that? What?
How gory!
What a damn why?
How can this be?
What the? To think my cute child would commit suicide?
Yay!
It's so cute! It's so freaking cute that he would kill himself because he couldn't get along. Had I known this would happen, I would have been nice to him. The only reason Monodam obsessed over getting along was because everyone but me bullied him.
That's right!
The other Monocubs drove him to suicide, but not me.
Hey,
Who's Monodam?
Eh?
You already forgot? That's kind of scary.
well now.
Looks like another class trial has wrapped up without incident, so I'm gonna take back this here Necronomicon.
Wow, wow, wow.
Seems like a waste, though. You guys sure you don't want to use it? You guys should have brought someone back to life and added them to your roster. Shut up. How long are you gonna keep talking about that? Want to know a fun fact about ghosts? Sure, why not?
I told you.
Ignore him. The whole resurrection ritual was obviously a lie. He's just trying to shake us mentally to get us to panic.
What's the point?
I'm assuming you'll think another murder will happen if you do that, right? Who can say? What a waste. If none of you were gonna use it, you should have let me have it. Then I could have resurrected one of my dead siblings. Which one? I don't know. They were all pretty terrible, actually. Did one of us die? Could have sworn it was just been the two of us this whole time.
Oh yeah.
It's too bad you missed your chance to raise the dead. That's what you get for doubting me. Anyway.
So long. Farewell.
Even now, he still talks about raising the dead.
Always messing around.
This is stupid. What people believe in is up to them, but living people shouldn't have to suffer because the dead...
Of course!
The living are more precious than the dead, no matter what. That's not something a coward like you should say. Shut up. Leave me alone.
But...
There's one thing this case taught me. I thought there was a god watching over us, but... there isn't after all. Not in this academy. Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
Well, that's why we have to work together, right? Face it together. Our ultimate talents are the best weapons we have.
Gonta do his best.
To keep everyone safe, Gonta want to protect everyone. Thus being described as wispy or ethereal didn't come from any folklore. It came from an old film technique to edit people and images that made them appear that way. Oh, that is really interesting. Thank you. But your talent is entomology. I don't want Shuichi to use his ultimate talent anymore. I'm getting sick of class trials. Well, Maki, I don't think that Shuichi's the problem here. I think the murderers are the problem here. But really, Monokuma is the problem here.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. Your talent as an assassin is way more trouble. When are you gonna use that, huh?
Okay.
I'll work hard until everyone trusts my ultimate talent.
That's right.
It may not be possible now, but I'll put in the effort so everyone can trust me. Aw, Maki. I won't run away anymore. I want to survive and escape this place with everyone. Maki. I see. I wonder how long that'll last. What if your true calling is a killer shows? You know, one thing that I will say I'm pretty surprised about in this trial, not in a bad way, to be clear. I'm just kind of surprised. I'm a little surprised that, no one accused Maki of being the killer. I totally thought that this trial we were gonna have to prove that Maki didn't do it because she's the ultimate assassin or whatever. So I'm actually really surprised that they haven't gone that route, but it's a nice surprise. Don't underestimate her. Maki rolls one of my sidekicks.
Got a minute?
So Gonta's, he's the ultimate entomologist, so like bugs. And then Kaito is the ultimate astronaut, but he's never been to space.
Oh.
You guys are so close now. This must be the powerful bond of friendship. But I would have preferred it to happen sooner, especially not after losing 7 people. You're right. Only 9 people left now. God, thank you so much for counting for me, Gonta. What do you know? The dumbass can do basic math. That's right. 7 pieces of shit have been flushed away and only 9 remain.
Actually...
By that calculation, doesn't that make you one of the pieces?
But...
Just 9 of us.
Well, you know...
Humans are like weeds, too numerous to count. 7 of us dead doesn't mean much in the end.
Shit.
That's totally what the heartless robot is thinking. Right? Right?
How rude!
Hi, Durand, how are you? It's good to see you. It has been a while. No, I am not thinking that. Your blatant robophobia is simply inexcusable.
But you know...
But hey, none of us gave up, right? I know we're all gonna escape. I'm not gonna rely on god spirits or the dead.
I believe in you.
Just you guys. I believe in all of you.
Okay.
Kaito.
Well, of course.
You're right. Those of us who remain can start over.
Hey.
Hold up. Keyboy needs to apologize to everyone for the whole student council thing. And there's only one kind of apology that I'm willing to accept.
How exciting!
Yank your head off and smash it onto the ground with all your strength. Got that?
No way!
I've never heard of such an intense form of apology. Seems like everything is settled for now. Shuichi's so unconcerned. He's like, that's just Kokichi being Kokichi. It's fine. Work has been kicking your ass and you have a doctor appointment tomorrow. I hope that your doctor appointments tomorrow go well. Even though we're missing her. Are you thinking about Kaede again?
You alright?
Anything Gonta can do to help? You can tell Gonta.
Hey.
I think we should let her have some space for now. That might be best for her.
Okay.
I remember how I felt. Oh. Gonta understand.
You're so dumb.
God, Himiko is such a liar. Kokichi.
Huh?
Because I'm a liar.
Personally, I don't think lies are exactly a bad thing. Let's face it, you wouldn't have any free will if the world was comprised with just the truth.
But
even then, I don't think it's good to lie to yourself, you know?
Right?
What are you saying? Think about Himiko's feelings a little bit.
nuh-uh.
I only said this because I thought about it.
Because?
Himiko has been lying to herself about her own feelings, so she's been holding back.
Hey!
Hey, what are you repressing? Why are you trying so hard to hold back? What? Hold back? A little bit of Tenko wisdom for the road. Surprisingly, like, thoughtful, in a way, of Kokichi. Tenko, Angie, I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely without you two. But I gotta survive. I still can't go to where you are. I'm lonely. I'm so lonely without the both of you. Himiko.
Damn it.
Himiko cried for a long time. She cried as if she was releasing all the emotions she had bottled up inside. Before we knew it, as if lured by her doing so, we began crying. Kokichi out here being like, crying is good for you bitches, so do it. The tears we shed, I can't even describe it. We were crying about what we had been through and what was to come. Sadness, hatred, frustration, discord, anger, love. Tears filled with emotion. But at the very least, they weren't tears of submission. They were tears to push us forward. It is the chopper pose. After a while, Himiko finally calmed down. However... That's so cute! That's so cute!
No, she fine.
Oh!
She's sleeping very peacefully.
That is adorable! Oh my god!
She's all tuckered out after crying. Robots sleep well after leaking their oils too, right?
Kokichi, again, with all the love in my heart, shut the fuck up.
I have told you many times that I do not use oil as my fuel source.
But wow, that really surprised me. She passed out as soon as she stopped crying.
Yeah, but she looks so peaceful sleeping like that.
She probably felt better after letting it all out, don't you think?
Yeah, I hope so.
Then Gonta carry Himiko to her room.
Aww.
Make sure you focus real good on your back, you hear me? You'll need that focus if you want to feel her little mosquito bites.
Mew. Again, I say this with less love in my heart. Shut the fuck up.
There's no way he'd do such a thing. Gonta is a gentleman after all.
While we were heading back to the dorms, I suddenly noticed Kaito had stopped in his tracks. Kaito, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to get some night air. Don't worry about me. Go on ahead. Huh? You sure?
Well...
Anyway, don't do something like this again, okay? If you dislike scary things, then you should have said so earlier. I thought you were sick.
Huh.
You worried about me? Worried about your stupidity. Still haven't warmed up to me, huh?
But...
Maybe not, but I feel like the walls we had up are coming down a little, you know? Perhaps those walls were her enemies. Seems like she doesn't want to wait anymore.
Got it.
Yeah, Maki is worrying! She doesn't want to admit it. Kaito is her friend! I love these two so much. This does... They're cute. Maki and Kaito are cute.
Okay.
Maybe, but you sound like you're bragging, Kaito.
Huh.
Like I said, I'm gonna get some air before I go back. You can go on ahead.
Okay.
Sure. Got it. See you tomorrow.
Got it.
See you tomorrow. After our goodbyes, I returned to my dorm room. I didn't notice what was going on with Kaito. What the fuck is going on with Kaito now? Are you actually sick? Damn, that was like a chest cough. That was deep as hell. Like, are you okay, bro? Like, you okay? He doesn't look okay.
Damn it.
Kaito, bud, what's going on with you? Are you gonna be our character in V3 that also has a terminal illness? Nagito Komaeda, I am looking directly at you.
I don't have time to be dying. I still haven't gone into space yet.
But why are you dying? Like, bro. What is going on with you? Not saying words, like not communicating about this, is not helping anyone in the long run. Like, I completely get why you're keeping this to yourself, but like, bro, do not. Bro, do not. You know, if I wasn't sure before that Kaito was going to die before the end of the game, I would be now. And I already knew, like, this kid is not surviving the game. Like, he's not. This is only making me more and more, like, sure of this. He is not surviving the game. Kaito's one of those people I never thought I would love at the beginning, but damn, he won me. He's like... I think that I've mentioned this before, but Kaito, I have, like... I think that he's a very good character. I just have such strong reactions to him, both positive and negative. So I can't 100% say that I love him. Because as much as I do have like really strong positive feelings for him, I also have these moments where I have very, very strong negative feelings towards him. And so it's too like ambivalent for me to just straight up say I love him. But he's a very good character. And overall, I do like him. But I also have a lot of moments where I'm like, I want to punch you in the face. But he still hasn't gone to space yet. I know! I'm not saying that I want him to die. I am saying that as sad as it will inevitably be, he's not surviving the game. Like, he will not. There's no way. Maki will. Which will be its own kind of sad. Kaito's not surviving this game.
Damn it. No way am I gonna die here.
Famous last fucking words, my dude.
No way.
Well. I don't really want Kyo's mask. I would like to save, thank you. How exactly has astronaut manifest as a talent? Because it's a scientific ability. You know what? We don't ask. With Danganronpa, sometimes we just have to... A few days ago, we're doing...
There. Guess I don't have to introduce myself, huh?
Oh, hi, Rentaro. I was like, why does that sound like Hajime?
Confusing seeing yourself like this.
Y'all, I literally had this moment where I was just like, is that Hajime Hinata? Is that Hajime Hinata? It's not. It's his voice actor. It's his voice actor, but it is not, in fact, Hajime Hinata. I was so excited for like 2 seconds because I was like, Hajime jump scare? Are you here? Did you come? Like, did you come to the game? Like, are we gonna see him? Rontaro, I'm sorry. I am very happy to see you. I am. I really am. I have to say, I got my hopes up for half a second because I forgot that Rontaro and Hajime shared a voice actor. You're seeing yourself like this. I wasn't even paying attention to what he was saying because I was so caught up in hearing Johnny Young Bosch like talking to me.
Guess I should start from the beginning.
Please do.
That's the way it is.
You didn't explain shit.
Now, Monokuma probably already told you this, but just in case, this killing game will continue until there are only 2 people left.
Well, it's supposed to happen like that. It's supposed to happen like that.
Now, the important part of that rule is that... Oh, there is one more thing.
Rantaro! Rantaro!
Well, the truth is, this isn't your first.
Are we in a time loop? Danganronpa V3? But it's a time loop this time?
Anyone who finds out who you are is gonna come for you.
Like the ultimate hunt? Why do you keep getting closer?
So watch your back. Trust no one. And never forget.
You're gonna cut out again, aren't you?
You wanted this killing game. So you have to win, no matter what.
We wanted it? That seems like an error in judgment on our part. Cat. Cat. Hi, baby. I thought this dude was dead. You know, the thing is, he is.
No matter what.
No matter what. Rantaro, you didn't explain shit! The morning after the third-class trial. After waking up from Monokuma's announcement, I headed to the dining hall, as always. Oh, we're getting the scary music. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, good morning. Honestly, Crispy, I can't even remember what I said anymore. I don't know. I'm sorry. There's a dark mood in the air in the dining hall today. That's to be expected with what we've been through. In a situation like this, I don't see how we could all possibly stay enthusiastic. You made the Rantaro video, what was that? So, we don't know. We have no idea, unfortunately. Also, it looks like ads are gonna run in a few minutes. I do think that I'll go a little bit longer tonight. So I'll let the ads run, and then we can go for like 15 more minutes maybe, and then we'll find someone to raid out to. But I will be right back, and we'll keep going after that. So ads aren't quite over, but figured I would pop back on anyway. To answer your question, Crispy, yes, Maki's hair has actually been that long the entire time. She's just usually not around because she's like ignoring us and avoiding us, so we don't really see her very often. But yes, her hair has been that long the entire time. Which must be hell to maintain, I must say. Also, thank you for the welcome back early. I appreciate it. My cat is getting a little bit more impatient. It's like, why do you hate me? Why don't you talk to me, mother? Hey. Hey, you. She really wants my attention. No, 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 no. We're not letting you go to the power cord. Okay. It looks like the ads are over. Thank you very much for your patience. I appreciate it. Can't even handle your hair getting 4 inches long. Yeah, I actually cut off like 4 or 5 inches my hair like a month ago. I like having long hair, but once it gets too long, it's too much to take care of. I couldn't even imagine like having Maki's length of hair. Yeah, I know, Kyoko. That's how you can tell that I've been on the computer for too long in one day, is because she's like... she starts messing with the cords. She's like, get off. Get off the fucking computer. You got flashbacks of Kingdom Hearts 2? My Kingdom Hearts 2 or your Kingdom Hearts 2?
Yo!
What's wrong, bro? You're not gonna eat mine? Yeah. Yeah. If you don't eat, then Goto will eat you instead, Shuichi. Huh? He'll eat me. Don't you mean my breakfast?
You know...
Speaking of Goto, where is he? I haven't seen him this morning. He's not here yet. That's right, she did cut the cord during the finale. I remember that. That was... Okay. Here. Come here. Hi. Stay. You applied to a few jobs today in hopes to get something? Oh my god, Mel, I hope that it goes well. I hope that you get interviews and that you get a job and that everything goes well. You haven't gotten back to me yet. It's nearly the end of the week and it's giving you heavy anxieties. Job hunting is just, it's so stressful. It really is. The atmosphere is heavy. Everyone's really taking a mental beating.
Hey!
You guys have no energy. You need to look alive. You're all still teenagers.
Huh?
Himiko?
Okay?
Your good mornings are too quiet. It's because you're so quiet that you feel down. They said they would get back to you before the week ends, but the more the week is nearly ending, the more I'm assuming they're interviewing people and found someone better than me. It's really nerve-wracking to have to wait for people to get back to you, for sure. Like, it's really nerve-wracking. You only just noticed me who's wearing bondage gear. Are we really surprised?
Weirdo.
Weird. I thought you'd be the most depressed out of all of us. Of course I'm depressed. This is the most depressed I've been in all my 200 million years.
What is this?
200 million years?
But...
Being depressed won't help those who died rest in peace. Pinko and Angie, too. If I stay depressed, they won't be able to rest in peace either.
Okay?
So in order to make their deaths have meaning, I've decided to live my life with positivity. So anyway, please take care of the new me.
Come on, man.
You're out of breath already. You're going full speed right out of the gate.
Yeah.
But it's just like Himiko said. Those of us left need to look to the future and live for all the others' sake.
Right?
Yeah, let's cheer up and work hard. The game is just getting started.
Huh?
Game?
Oh?
Isn't that what we're talking about? I know there's less people. I might be the next victim.
Wow.
So exciting, but I definitely don't want to die. I guess that's the same for everyone else.
Always messing around.
You're still saying crap like that at a time, like just then the door to the dining hall burst open. And Gonta, are you okay? Himiko with character development. She did like a speed run of character development.
problem?
Everyone, this serious.
How?
The colossal high school girl is on the other side of the wall, isn't she? Attack on Titan reference?
Oh,
Okay, maybe not that serious, but Gonta went to courtyard before coming here.
Could it be?
The graffiti? Was more added to it? Yeah, more letters added.
Huh?
Okay, so the bottom line, I'm like 90% sure is going to end up spelling Kokichi's name. Kokichi Oma. Not sure what the rest of it is going to be. But I'm pretty sure that bottom line is going to be Kokichi's name.
Wait,
What about the world? What does it mean? Is there some crazy story going on? Sounds like she's gonna die this chapter. Himiko? Do you mean Himiko? Hi, Yami. How are you? It's good to see you. It's probably just graffiti, right? We should ignore it.
No.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Do you want to die?
Maki, please.
Huh?
What? Right, that's just a habit of hers, but my heart skips a beat every time. Where's the ultimate Boggle player when we need him? Right? Boggle player, Scrabble player, like we need someone in here. You have news? You have news. You bought Xenoblade 1 for a friend and he recently beat both it and Future Connected. Yes, Yami, you're putting in the work. You're bringing people into the Xenoblade fold. I'm so proud of you. I'm glad that your friend enjoyed it though. Man, Xenoblade is so good.
Because
No one here takes credit for it, right? And now there's more added to it. It must have some meaning.
You know,
So seriously, none of us here wrote it? If this is a prank, you better speak up. But Gonta stumbled into the writing by coincidence, right? If it was a prank, then they would have done it in a more obvious spot, not in the grass. So you proceeded to buy him Xenoblade 2 and its DLC? Nice. I hope that he continues to enjoy Xenoblade 2 just as much as he enjoyed Xenoblade 1. There's nothing more depressing than an unnoticed prank.
oh, I see.
It's like a titty no one wants to fondle.
Ah.
Well, it could just be Gonta writing it since he was the first one to find.
don't I never do that?
Gonta never make trouble for everyone. It's ungentlemanly. What is that writing? Great question. More and more gets added. Who's doing it? What does it mean? He won't be playing Xenoblade 2 for a while. He's got a bunch of other games lined up first. The Eternal backlog. It gets to us all. But I'm glad that he has Xenoblade 2 so that when he gets to that point, he will be completely ready to just jump right in. I don't really get it, but maybe it's some kind of clue.
well done.
Thanks for the report, Gonta. Gonta just glad to help.
Oh yeah.
Gonta want to help, even little. Tell Gonta if you need help with something, okay?
Okay.
Got it. I'll let you know if I want you to punch someone.
Wait,
No, you don't get to tell Gonta what to do anymore.
Gonta.
Gonta learn lesson after insect meet and greet.
Man.
Boring. Oh, hi, Monokuma. My ears are burning. Are you guys talking about me again? You must love me.
yay!
Are you getting dizzy from the face I make when concentrating really hard?
Actually,
Your face? It's always the same, isn't it?
yeah.
Never mind that. You guys are probably eager for it, right? My prize, that is. Right? You guys can't live without getting a prize right now, right? That's what I thought, so I brought a prize.
Rise and shine, Earth sign.
Okay.
Rise and shine, Earth sign.
That's an earth sign. Getting your catchphrase is like the kiss of death for a mascot, you know? Because I'm a mascot, get it?
That.
That wasn't even a joke. There was no setup, no punchline, no nothing. It's Monokuma and the bad representation of comic relief. Yeah. the way, who's this pink stuffed pig and why is she talking to me?
Monotaro's head is busted! One solid rock should make him remember!
Ouch! Where am I? Where's Kaoru?
What? Your character's completely different now!
Pops, my family, and you. Thank you for loving me!
Okay, that's rude as fuck. That is rude. That is awful. Why the fuck would you say that? One of the most traumatic anime episodes I've ever watched in my entire life. How dare you?
Come on! Remember already!
They're so freaking cute!
They're so adorably fascinating. I could watch them forever.
No.
I've had about enough of them. Me too, Himiko.
Hey!
Give us some loving too. I want a reward already. When did you get so friendly with Monokuma, Kokichi?
Now then!
That was fucked up. Like, absolutely it was.
The legendary Levy Stone, the priceless Octo Brush, and a card key! Which just so happens to be the motive, too!
Oh, we're getting the motive already? Motive?
Hey!
Did you say motive?
Yeah!
This mysterious card key is your next motive.
How nice!
The classic carrot and stick approach. No one can work a carrot or a stick like Daddy.
Huh?
Screw your carrot and your stick. Give me whips and chains all the way.
No.
Key card and the motive? What does that even mean? So the new area you can open with the card key. Is that where the real motive is? That's a secret. Why don't you use it if you're so curious?
Please wait.
No, we shouldn't. If we want to prevent another murder from happening. Yoink! I'll take that card key then. Kokichi used his lithe body to his advantage and took the card key from Monokuma.
No can do that!
But that's Monokuma's motive. What if another murder happened? I wouldn't mind it at all. You know?
Huh?
What?
Because?
Because this is the killing game and we're the players, plain and simple. Why wouldn't the players play the game?
Don't screw around.
Quit screwing around and just give it to us.
No way!
No thanks. See ya. Bye, Kokichi.
That's enough!
Hey, wait up! Oh, bye, Kaito. Kokichi ran out of the dining hall, pursued by Kaito.
Unbelievable.
Running in the halls isn't normally allowed, but I suppose boys will be boys.
Yeah!
I forgot to mention this, but I've hidden another flashback light somewhere. I
Looking
wonder what
forward to
memories
it.
you'll uncover next. Happy hunting! Horrifying, thank you.
Farewell! Eh?
Okay, just get out of here.
So long! Farewell!
Yeah, get out of here.
Wait!
What should we do? Kokichi and Kaito are gone.
I'm worried.
We cannot leave Kokichi alone with that card key motive. But aren't you curious about the flashback light too?
That's true.
Perhaps we should all search together and look for Kokichi as well. That is a good idea, but let us look for Kokichi while you focus on the search.
Logical.
Right now, we need your skills as a detective, Shuichi.
Then,
Right. In that case, let me hold on to that. I'll look around again. Shuichi's all grown up. He's become so reliable. Now that you're so respectable, I'll let you pet me if you want. I'd rather not. Thank you for offering.
Actually,
I see. So Shuichi gets that honor. Shuichi is so amazing. Going to want to be useful to everyone
It's
too.
okay.
Don't worry. When the time comes, we'll use your body as a meat shield. Damn, Maki. Going to hope time comes soon.
no.
You should hope that time doesn't come. Where to begin? I'll search for a place to use these mysterious items. She said what she said, Yami. She said what she said. Okay. I think that that's it for the night. We were able to start chapter 4, which was what I wanted. I just wanted to get like a teensy bit into chapter 4, so we got there. But now I think that we will stop there, and we will go further on Saturday. So I'll be back on Saturday. We'll figure out. We'll see how far we can go. Let's see who's on that we can go. Oh, wait, I never get to raid this person. Oh, this is great. Okay, it looks like she's on a BRB, but once she comes back, we'll go in. So, Chrissy Cat is currently playing some Pokemon Unite. I think that we are going to go and raid her. Thank you all so much for being here. We'll just kind of chill until she's back. Since it does look like she's on a BRB screen right now, must be an ad break. And I've learned my lesson. We are not going to raid in during an ad break. So this should be fun though. Chapter 4 should be a good time. We're getting to the point where it gets really intriguing because there's not very many people left to murder. Because we'll probably lose 2 people this chapter, and then we'll lose 2 more people in chapter 5. So by the time chapter 6 comes around, we'll probably be down to like 5 people. And so I'm gonna have to think a little bit more this week to see if like who I think is going to die this chapter. Because I'm pretty sure I already know who I think is going to die in chapter 5. But I haven't decided yet on this chapter who I think is going to die yet. So we'll see that. And then we'll have to see if I'm right about chapter 5 too. Because that'll be fun. It'll be interesting to see if I have it right. Because I still think that the 2 people who are going to die in chapter 5 are going to be Kokichi and Kaito. And I think that it would be way too obvious if Kokichi killed Kaito. So I think that it's going to turn things around and Kaito was going to kill Kokichi. But we'll see. We'll see. It's hard to tell. Yeah, I'll have to think about chapter 4. Because I really don't know. I'm curious to hear your thoughts when they come. I'm curious to hear my thoughts when I have them. Because I have absolutely no idea. Have we found any more Xenoblade X references? No, not yet. I feel like they're just referencing like anime and games like once. But, so we haven't had any more references. But just today there's been a lot of anime references today. Because there was, I'm pretty sure an Attack on Titan reference. And then I'm pretty sure we had a very blatant One Piece reference just now as well. And so, yeah, that one hurt. That was a lot. This is like... You're almost expecting them to somehow reference Persona 5 at this point? I think... I'm not 100% sure. I think that V3 may have come out before Persona 5 did. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Persona reference, but I don't think that it would be Persona 5. Oh, apparently... Okay, you know what? I don't think that this is gonna work because I guess that I thought that she was on ad break. She was not. I think that ad break just started for her. So, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. Never mind. We're gonna go hang out with Emmy. Sorry. I know that I said that we were gonna raid Chrissy, but we're actually gonna go and raid Emmy instead. But thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate all of you and you hanging out with me, and watching me complete the chapter, absolutely awful. No, it's a horrible end to the trial, but it was fun anyway. But thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. It'll be fun to get to chapter 4 on Saturday. Until then, I hope that you have a great rest of your week, and I will see all of you very soon. Goodbye!